What's up, everybody? It's HBT with Straight Up Wrestling Show. I'm here with my man, Christopher Burton.
People's Podcast. What's going on, y'all?
And guys, this guy right here, he don't need any introduction, especially in the upstate of South Carolina, Western North Carolina. You guys know who he is, Mr. Nick Fury. We're here to talk to him. Guys, we're going to talk to him about his career, long career, 25 years or is it 27?
Yeah,
25 years.
I don't count when I was 13.
Right.
That don't count until you really step in the ring and get a wrestling line.
That's true.
So it don't count when you were taking people's lunch money and serving them.
No.
All right, so
No,
yeah,
that
so
don't count.
we gonna strike that from the record. You know, hey, a little bit of things there. Nick, okay, so the wrestling gangster out here saying that, hey, he didn't do any little bad things like that in school. You know, Nick was a protector.
He was perfect angel.
All right, man, that's cool. And Chris, I mean, you got some questions, Chris, right there that we want to start off with Nick.
Before we do,
all right, man,
I want to drop a bomb on everybody out there. As y'all know, CMW Evolution is the hottest promotion today, and it's building. Yeah, you even heard it, because guess why you heard it? Because, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you CMW's newest signee, Mr. Nick Fury.
That's right. CMW Evolution.
Yes.
I hope you're ready, because that's all I've been hearing. What an up and coming promotion this is.
Yes.
I can't wait to be a part of it, and I just hope you guys are ready.
Well, we got some mud holes out there, man, that you need to stomp dry, man. So we were like,
that's like second nature to me. You know, that's no problem at all.
Yeah, and that's why we signed you, man. We negotiated and got the terms and deals and everything straight.
Everything's finalized.
And here he is. Everything is finalized. Nick Fury, CMW, coming to a ring near you.
Hey, no doubt about that.
I can't wait, man.
No doubt about that. And hey, we even got right now, we standing here. Yeah, our man Damian Legion is over in the corner.
Yeah.
Hey, he's rocking with some popcorn, man. But we don't, Damian Legion will be, come on in, man.
Come on in,
Damian, just come on in for just a second. But yeah, Damian Legion, we're signing Damian Legion too. Damian Legion will be rocking with CMW Evolution. It's going to Carolina Main Event Wrestling, but right now CMW Evolution. And guys, we're going to be doing shows. So hey, look out for them. And come out. You know, a lot of these shows will be in Greenville, but they'll be in certain other spots in the upstate, and we will be rocking some in Spartanburg County too. So don't think we're not going to be doing that. But yeah, no ends and buts about it. Yes, it is.
Yeah,
yes, it is.
That is.
If anybody knows Spartanburg, it's me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir. All right. But well, Chris. All right, Damian. That's all we need, man. Like I say, when we need you again, we'll bring you back in, my brother.
Yeah. Call me.
All right. All right, Mr. Christopher Burton gonna ask some questions to Nick, and hey, I'll chime in every now and then, but Nick, we're gonna give him the floor for right now. And so, hey, we'll go and roll with some of those questions.
Nick, man, you have had an amazing career, and a lot of people out here on this indie scene know you since you first tripped over the bottom rope all the way till now. I mean, and you've done a lot of things since then. Won a lot of championships. I mean, the resume is immaculate.
And it's really been just a privilege just to grow up and just the people actually just watching me grow from a teenager to a grown man. I mean, it never ceases to amaze me when I'm out, getting my groceries, just, the people would come up to me and say, "Oh, do you remember this match?" Damn right I remember it.
Man, even if I don't. Oh, yeah, that's right. And I mean, because you've been through so many wars, I mean, you can't remember everything.
No.
But I mean, all I know is, hey, you've been a badass. You've been getting the job done, and that's all I need to know. Every match that I've seen, there's some memory about something that you do, and you vocalized it, and that's one thing I've liked about you as far as watching you in the past 3 years that we've been doing a Straight Up Wrestling Show, coming up to your old stomping grounds where you pretty much did most of your knocking, and whooping tail out there, man. We definitely enjoyed it.
Born.
Exactly. So,
and Chesney and the Spartanburg area, it's just a great place to do that. I mean, like I said, it's just been a privilege just to be able to grow in front of the fans' eyes and give them good quality wrestling.
Man,
and that's one thing you know about me. When you see me getting in a ring, no matter who it is, I'm going to give you everything that I got, 110%, no matter what. You're going to see a good match, or you're going to see something special.
Yeah, I mean, and trust me, And sometimes it depends on the mood this guy's in. If you're a little queasy, you don't like blood.
I'm not gonna say blood,
Blood.
but
hey,
I mean, but yeah.
You might leave with a souvenir. You might end up with somebody's tooth.
That's only in certain cases. Like you try not to hurt anybody, it's literally like a game to me. I mean, and I'm sure a lot of these guys, they don't look at it like that. I can say I want to do one move, and I build my whole match around just this one move.
Oh yeah.
See,
man. I mean, you've been great at doing it too.
And that shows how much credit of a talent that you are.
Thank you.
That you can just basically do a simple move and be like, okay, I can work 25 minutes off this one move and make this thing look like it should be the main event of WrestleMania.
Right.
See, and that goes to your talent and your skill set right there, man.
But then again, it don't matter how good you are. If the guy you're in there with sucks, you're gonna suck, and the match is gonna suck.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, you're gonna have a rough day on that.
Yeah.
Let me shout out a few fans, and look right now, because we got you guys on so many different pages. All right, Marquine McQueen and Roxy Watts says, "What's up?" Marquine says, "What's up?" Roxy says, "Hey guys," and Wanda Bratton is watching. And Wanda, you said you was excited about this. Roxy said you're excited about it. Guys, we appreciate you coming in, and I know we got a lot of people over on YouTube, Chris. I'm not even going to go over there right now, because they'll be asking all kind of questions. But we'll get to you guys in just a moment. Just be patient with us, guys, because we definitely want to get through this interview, because we got a lot of things, man, that we need to touch on. We, like the cool kids like to say, a lot of things to unpack. Straight up. All right.
There you go. And speaking of, man, I'm getting some of these questions, man. Okay, Nick, you got over here, man. You wrestled some of the greats in this business, man. You wrestled some true legends, man.
Unfortunate, really.
Yeah, you have, man. You've been in the ring with some people that, you grew up watching, man. You be like, I would have never thought.
Right.
In a million years, at least, I would be here wrestling somebody I was going crazy with some years ago at home watching on TV.
Right. It goes from sitting in front of the TV, just watching these guys, and then you getting into it, and then they slowly start coming into your life one by one, and you're like, oh my God, I used to watch this guy or this guy, and like, it never ceases to amaze me. Every time a few months ago, Tommy Rich was up,
wildfire, man, wildfire.
I was just like a kid. I ain't let him know that. You know what I mean? Like,
I understand that, and that's just like, hey, when we met Briscoe, man, Jerry Briscoe.
Oh man,
I just freaked out
all the time.
I freaked out. Chris, he does, because I went up and started asking him a lot of questions and talking to him about his brother. But man, he was one of my heroes as I grew up. I mean, even George Soft, locally George Soft, man. George Soft, when I first saw him, and me and Danny, we was at the show up there in Packlet. That's what I was trying to get over in Packlet, and I saw him, and man, I didn't say anything to him, because I basically was starstruck, because I grew up watching him. Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling, Georgia Championship Wrestling. I didn't know he was out here on the independent scene doing all this stuff, because I didn't, I got out of that. Chris got into it, and I was in it for a while, because he went and got trained for a little while, and was doing that. So with who was your trainer? I forgot his name.
Brody Chase.
Yeah, Brody Chase. I keep forgetting his name.
I don't know if y'all know this, but Brody, he used to run a show in Greenville for the
he did. Yeah, he did. And that's the one. Yeah, and Chris. That's why Chris worked for just a little while.
See, I was with Brody when he was in East.
There was a lot of good talent that come out of there. I think Michael Judas might have been one.
Yeah.
Jeff Lewis. Just a lot of talented guys that went on to do some good things.
Yeah, Cruiser worked there too.
Yeah, Cruiser
man. Yeah, man. Norton.
Yeah.
Norton. Yeah.
I've wrestled them like probably 10 times. I mean, as a tag team.
Yeah.
Right.
Man, but what is the Omega and Thomas Simpson, man? What does that just mean?
That's a company I used to work for. It was like Omega 2. And a guy that's still in the business. He still dabbles. Thomas Simpson.
Yes.
What's up, Thomas?
Yeah, I know about Thomas.
Yeah, we know Thomas. Yeah.
And, he came down to Eagles, and he started. First, he brought in a 3 count from WCW. Y'all remember that?
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wrestled them 2 weeks in a row, and then he brought Champagne, and then he was going to bring AJ Styles, and him and Eagle, they fell out, and then he started Omega 2.
Okay.
And man, that guy, paid me. He put me in great matches, and he done everything that he ever promised me he was going to do.
Oh,
Man,
that's good. That's
great.
real good. And
He's got a good eye for talent.
Yeah, that's very important in this business, man. And because look,
keep your word, man. Your word.
Yeah, I mean, in the short time that Chris and I have been involved, we've seen that where a lot of people have gotten snaked, pretty much kicked to the side, kicked to the curb, not given what they was actually promised, and that's one thing. That's one thing we don't like, man. You know, so. I mean, if you don't have money to pay people, hey, don't rely on your gate. You got to make sure you have it before the thing even met.
Exactly. Yeah, man. Because I mean, you might be like, okay, our agreement. Hey, I'm paying you $40 or whatever the case may be, and you know, next thing I know, I'm like, dude, I only got like 25 of it, and then you gonna be like.
That ain't what we agreed.
That ain't what we agreed on. I want the rest of my money.
It'd be hard to tell, like the Barbarian. Hey man, I ain't got what I said I was gonna give you.
Exactly.
Good luck on that one.
No doubt.
Good luck on that, man. I would love to hear that conversation. Heck, not even
conversation.
That's true.
Just give you a freaking boot to the face.
No doubt.
And I've seen Barbie. That's a big man.
We talked to him not too long ago at Battle Zone. At Battle Zone, yeah, man.
He's at Battle Zone.
He's in the back room, and we
was
talked
in the locker
to him
room and talked to him, man.
For a good while. I mean, I think we was the last ones in there. Basically, me, you, and Barbarian. We had a long conversation with him. Great guy, man. Great guy.
I think I wrestled him when I was like 17.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I'll tell you a quick story about him. My brother Steve Stasiak, knows I'm wrestling the Barbarian that night. And, you know, I'm a Mountain Dew drinker, notorious Mountain Dew drinker. So,
right.
Barbie, he's actually got a Mountain Dew, too.
Okay.
So, Steve, he takes mine and gives me Barbarian. So, I'm sitting there basically drinking it in front of him. And not one time did he say anything to me. But, I mean, when it was time for me to give him my sleeper job, he just gave me a damn boot, you know.
He was like,
so I guess, you know.
He saw what was up, man.
All right, I'm going to shout out a few people.
Okay, man, good, man.
All right, man. Big Country watching. We appreciate it.
Big Country.
Let's see. Up, man. All right, Marquine says, yo, Bubs, that's my first ass whooping. I got in this business, then it's toughened me up. All right. And Dana Guy says, hey. So yeah, we just like I said, guys, if you over on YouTube and you see Chris and I, and man, I know we have a lot of fans over on YouTube, so we're not gonna go over there until a little bit later, but we will go over and acknowledge you, guys, because right now, man, it's just local. We just want to get through this thing, but we appreciate each and every one of you watching and get this man out nationwide, man. Get him out, some more nationwide exposure, and we appreciate the 4,000 people that watched us this morning, straight up, on the pay-per-view. All right.
We got a legendary commentator, a good friend of yours, Bill Hazelwood. He's watching.
Okay. All right, Bill. What's up, Bill Hazelwood?
All right. In the South, man, the fastest mouth in the South. That's what I call him, man.
You know, guys, like I say, stay tuned. This thing's gonna get hotter. Ooh, you know, right now,
we just
right now, this right here is just this right here.
This ain't even the tip of the iceberg.
It's the icing of the cake that's getting ready.
We still mixing it up.
Exactly.
Quick story about Bill Hazelwood. My buddy Dirty, you know Dirty.
Yeah.
He's the one that got Bill Hazelwood started where? At APW Spartanburg.
Yes, Dirty was telling me a story. I'm not Dirty, but Bill Hazelwood told me a story about that and how everything got started. He told me about, Dirty. I think he was working and Dirty started talking to him at his job and, started telling him about what he was doing up in Spartanburg. And everything went down, man. So
he actually showed up. He was one of the ones that showed up.
Right.
I'm telling you, you'll get guys that you see every day in life and say, "Hey, man, I'm coming down. I want to be a wrestler." Like, all right, man, I'll see you down. Here's the address. You want to come? I'll help you. But they never show up. Very seldom do they actually show up and go through the process.
Yeah. Right.
And if they do, it ain't a long process. Yeah. Most of them quit.
And what's up, Braden? Braden's in the house. Appreciate you, man. All right, Chris.
But yeah, man, now. You started training, man. How long? Now, I know trainers have different processes when you first starting in. Some guys want to work you out, physically condition you before you even put eyeballs on this thing that we're on the apron of right now.
Right.
So how long was it before you actually got in the ring and got to feel what it's like to truly be in the ring?
Well, when I was in high school, I'll tell you the story how it is. I got sent down here because I got in some trouble up in Oklahoma. I got expelled basically. So I got sent down here to go to, Bowling Springs, and I ended up going, and I knew there was a guy named Chief J Eagle in the area.
Right.
My grandma had told me, hey, there's a wrestler that lives right down the street from me. I'm thinking, yeah, right. Okay. All right.
Hey.
So, I mean, I like fishing. So I'm walking down the road and got my tackle box, got everything good to go, ready to fish. And Jeremy Bragg and Craig Bragg, which I'm sure Craig's probably watching this.
No,
okay.
They were walking down the street the same time I was walking down the street.
Yeah.
And he said, man, I got a ring. It's like, what, a ring? I said, yeah, a wrestling ring. My dad's a damn wrestler.
Nice.
Right. Oh, yeah.
He took me down there, and I've been in a ring ever since.
Yeah.
Like from the age
Incredible,
of 13,
man. Incredible.
Chief J Eagle would come out in his underwear, man. We'd be out there.
Right.
I can see.
Wow.
I can
You
picture.
sons of bitch. I mean,
I can picture.
Man.
my bad. I gotta go to work.
It's all
in the morning.
good,
Get
man.
out of my ring.
Yeah, that right there you can say.
I can picture.
All right.
Because we know Eagle. All three of us, we know
Hey,
Eagle.
ain't no doubt about that.
And I can picture that. I can literally picture
running us
Eagle.
off, but we'd wait until he goes back in, give it a good 10 minutes, and we get right back in.
And speaking of Chief J Eagle, if it wasn't for Chief J Eagle, and hey, the old APW, which is still called that, but we're just gonna talk about the old APW. This right here wouldn't be happening. Chris and I, we wouldn't be doing. We would not be doing this show. I mean, we've been friends for a long time, 30 years basically. But hey, we got into this because I hadn't watched wrestling for a long time, and Chris asked me to come down because he was over there commentating with Danny Paris. Rest in peace to our man Danny Paris. We all love Danny Paris and miss him, and Nick known him a lot longer than we have. But me and Danny got real close. But hey, that's for another story. But straight up, I mean, Chris and I, that's the reason we started it. And we did start it with somebody else. And I will go ahead and acknowledge that, hey, Michael King was part of that when we started. Yes. He was part of it. Yeah, it was three of us when we started. So, all right.
All right, man. So, man, Nick, now, so you're training, man, and you're learning the way around the business, and you're learning, how to conduct yourself in the locker room and how to conduct business outside of the ring and everything, and negotiate those treacherous waters, because we know this business is very treacherous.
It is, and I mean, like, as a young kid, like growing up and seeing all these guys coming into my life, and like really getting to know some of them. I mean, really good. And when I first started, like, I didn't plan on wrestling that night.
Yeah.
It was one of them things where, hey, Kid Cash ain't here, and I need you tonight. I said, but it's a TV match. I can't do that. Like,
right.
You're either gonna do it tonight, or you're not gonna do it.
Oh.
So I ended up doing it, and it really wasn't that bad.
Okay.
But
all right.
the second week, he told Steve Stasiak and Big Bubba Brooks, beat the hell out of him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, see what he's made of, and if he comes back next week, we'll start doing something.
And that's the way it used to be like back in the day.
Man.
The school of hard knocks, man, and that's what Eagle comes from. And yeah, he was gonna test you.
Them two guys didn't hold anything back either.
Wow.
Oh, I believe it, man.
Wow.
I believe it.
Whipped my ass, man.
I know you were hurting,
but right after that, no, I mean, it was like I bonded with them two guys, man. We were brothers after that.
Oh, that's great, man.
They were like, damn, you can take an ass with them like that.
They saw how tough you was, and
I didn't know I could fight back. I didn't know I could fight back.
I mean,
but that was something. It was just agreed that it was an unspoken agreement. You're gonna take this ass with it.
You're gonna
take a few more.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
And but the thing is, you took it and you came back, man.
Yeah.
And you came back, and they were like, okay, this kid might have a little something in him, man. He okay.
Right.
And then the more as time went on, man, you started gaining their trust and their respect.
Yeah, that's one thing. You make these guys look good, and man, they want to work with you.
Oh yeah.
And I was actually, for the first few weeks, that's basically what I was doing, just getting these guys over and making them look good. And then they all start, like I said, want to start working, with me more. And guys like Chris Thunder Anderson. His tag team partner Blade, which he ain't no longer here with us anymore. But man, was an awesome talent. And them two guys together, they showed me and my partner a lot. I mean,
really,
they beat the hell out of us, but we learned every time we were in there with them.
Yeah,
that's what's
and
up.
Like my early journey into pro wrestling, it was like, if you're not tough enough to do this, then we are gonna we're gonna whip your ass and make you go home.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And thank you for your money.
Yeah, basically.
Because that's what I mean. That's where it was, man. Because I know when I was breaking in, man, it was the time of the Monday Night Wars. That was getting ready to crank up. That was really getting ready to crank up.
Right.
And man, when I tell you, they basically told me like, kid, you're doing good, man. You're doing great, but you basically got two options: WWF or WCW.
Yeah.
And they were like, this is what's gonna happen. Go down to Atlanta, you pay about $4,000-5,000.
Yeah, it's expensive.
And yeah. And you're down there all day. And if you only last 15 to 45 minutes,
that's what they want.
hey, guess what? Thank you for your money. Have a nice life.
You got
Goodbye.
You got Buddy Lee.
No, exactly.
Get up, man.
Oh,
you
okay.
piece of trash.
And,
Get up.
and we met Sarge.
Yeah, yeah.
We
talked
met
to
Sarge. Yeah, we
he's
got
good.
it, man.
He's
He's
a great guy.
But and then they were like, so you have to make it through that. And then he's like, if you don't want to go there, you can go to WWF.
Right.
Which at the time was still the land of the Giants.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not that big of a guy. And I'm like, And he's like, and if you make it, they're going to slap a gimmick on you. Might give you $500 and job you out.
Yeah, make you hate wrestling.
Make you hate it. So I was like, ooh.
Like a regular job.
Yeah, and I'm just like, okay.
Which that's what it is. Don't
it
nobody out there get that confused. When
No
you
doubt.
sign that contract, you're going to do what they tell you.
Yeah.
That's true.
If
That's
you
true.
like to drop kick this way, well, guess what? You're going to do it our way.
That's right.
And so, I mean, at the time, like I said, it was not a lot of options. I was like, okay. And then, whatever happened with my career, I almost broke my neck, and at that point, I had to make a business decision.
Right.
And I was like, well, so, but it is.
Brody had some big guys beating on you too. So I don't forget that
you
when you broke in. Yeah, that was crazy.
Who was in there working you over?
Oh, I had Spanky Hayes. I had Voodoo. Who else?
It was somebody else. I can't remember
It was
all
somebody
of them.
else. But Spanky was the
The
biggest
first
one.
time, the first couple times, when you was training, man, I was just like, oh my God, they gonna kill you, boy. And I'm just like, wow.
How did you feel after you took your first bump? How did you feel the next day?
Oh my gosh. Okay. I still have this nickname. Brody to this day still calls me Face. and the reason,
What kind of face was you making?
oh my God. Well, basically the face is I'm doing these I'm training. You see, we got the ring behind us. I'm doing these push-ups and I'm hooking my feet on each rope, doing 100 push-ups per each rope. He's walking around me. He's like, I ain't seen the face. And I'm like, what the heck is he talking about? This face. And so I get ready to take my first bump. He shows me a couple of times and I'm like, okay, I think I got it. And I go back. Wasn't good. He was like, nah, that wasn't good enough. I was like, okay. He's like, try it one more time. I was like, show me again. He showed me. Man, I got up probably about 3-4 feet in the air, came down, BOW! And then Brody loves a stiff ring.
Oh yeah. I worked in it a few times.
Dude, when I tell you, I literally just was like, ah! And he jumps over me. He's like, that's the face. And I was like, screw you.
Yeah, that's the face. And still they grab you and pick you up and start beating you up some more, throwing you to the ropes, body slam. Yeah, I was like, wow.
Anytime he sees me, he's like, I was going face. I'm like, screw you, man.
Right.
Screw you. So,
All right, man. Let me grab a few of these comments. All right, Bill Hazelwood, Nick introduced me to the kendo stick.
You shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have done it, mofo. I'm gonna tell him. What happened?
Wow.
I got you a real good story.
Okay.
I wasn't even gonna tell that story, Bill, but since you brought it up, I'm gonna tell it. For the first few weeks, now Bill, he didn't know me. I didn't know him, and he starts to, talking about, man, you don't weigh that much. You're skinny. I'm like,
oh wow.
But, I can go, man. Don't let me get confused. He started calling me Stick Fury. Calling me Stick Fury.
Oh wow.
I said, this mofo, I'm gonna give him a raise in the
Oh man,
a kendo stick.
Oh man,
I got it on YouTube somewhere.
Oh man.
We'll link it in some kind of description.
Okay.
definitely.
But dang, he goes to turn around. I got that kendo stick, and I said, "Pow!" And he had a big old dang line, which I didn't mean to hit him in the neck. He turned his neck, and I mean there was a kendo stick marked from here down.
Oh wow.
Man.
didn't call me Stick Furious.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
I mean, to his credit, he didn't call me Stick Furious.
Man.
All right, my girl Brittany Mitchell. I appreciate you watching.
Brittany,
Heath
what's up?
Mulligan is in the house. Appreciate you, Heath. All right. Let's see. Wonder Bratton says, wasn't Robbie Boyette a trainer then? I think he was.
I heard of that name.
Yeah, I remember he was.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Where do I know that name from?
But he worked for Brody.
He did. He did work for Brody for a while.
Yeah, but I remember it.
Man, so tell me, as you're going on through your travels, man, what was it like on the road with some of these guys, man, going show to show?
Well, when I first started traveling, it was very soon. Like, because when I first got a lot of my opportunities, they were like out of the gate. I mean, boom, boom, boom.
Ooh,
I mean, there was a lot of different places to wrestle, like Nashville. I mean, anywhere in Tennessee that was. I mean, there's anywhere between 10, 15 shows a night in Tennessee.
Woo!
So there's a lot of places to wrestle.
Man,
and
you can get your reps
the guy that I had one of my first matches with, Steve Stasiak.
Any kind of Sean?
No,
Okay.
no, not at all.
Okay.
Dang, I think Sean took his name actually.
Okay.
I'd met him and we started going on the road with Leilani Kai. That's who schooled me on a lot of the things and a lot of the way I look at the business.
Right.
Is her views and the way that, she had trained me and my brother Steve Stasiak. I mean, we spent countless hours riding up and down the roads to this show, that show. And I remember when TNA very first started. It was at the Nashville Fairgrounds. And they were taking talent out of this town, that town, and that town. And me and my brother, we were lucky enough to come out from South Carolina. And Jerry Jarrett, he walks up to me and man, he's like, "You're the guys from South Carolina?" I'm like, "Yeah." "Is Stone Mountain with you?" He's looking past me and shit. Stone Mountain with you? I was like, "Oh man, I don't. He didn't come with us."
Right.
That's who Abyss was supposed to be.
Oh, gotcha.
So he had that spot. I recently told him that a few years ago. Yeah. I think he already knew though.
I'm gonna run down these names real quick.
Okay,
everybody
go ahead.
Straight up. Everybody over on YouTube, some of the people. Braden, what's up, Braden? All right,
what's
Matthew Holland in the house, guys. I'm glad you come in here. You guys are listening to Nick, and you saying that you're enjoying it. All right, AJ Skills in the house. We have Nancy's in the house. We got Marcus Brown in the house. Harry and Chris, salute to y'all. Is y'all head creator of a new wrestling promotion? It looks like, that's what we're doing.
That's
what
we just said.
Yeah,
they're going to start this thing in Greenville.
Yeah, Marcus said, love y'all commentary, talking to an upcoming wrestler here. He's upcoming to you guys, and you guys get to see. And he has his own channel, guys, and we'll put that in the link. And he's been wrestling for a long time, man, and he's a great wrestler. Believe us, straight up. You know, me and Chris are not going to say that if we don't believe in somebody, if we don't think they actually have talent. This guy's a beast, man. Straight up, believe me. All right. Marcus Brown says, shout out to y'all. Hear better commentary than what we get on the weekly shows. All right. Appreciate it. 20th Charity Kai Master CXX 2024 says live again. Yes, sir. Shab, my man, Shab Van Dam. Man, Harry's still looking mad as he's thinking to himself, damn it, Liv Morgan is the new women's world heavyweight champion. Yeah, I'm still pissed off about that, Shab. All right. James Swan says, Brody Chase, laugh out loud, the cat's out of the bag. Shab Van Dam said that WrestleMania 30 face, Chris. So
that's pretty much what it was, man.
No doubt. All right, guys, but that's that's what we all gonna do on that right now. So let's keep on rolling, Chris. What else you got?
So like a few more things about Leilani Kai.
I was about to say, and shout out to Leilani Kai. She's a legend, man. She's a legend.
No doubt.
You wouldn't believe going to all these shows just how everybody treated her. I mean, legend ain't the word.
Royalty, man.
Wrestling royalty.
Yeah.
And I mean, she was so helpful when I first started, and even now, I mean, we talk all the time. Like, she's on Facebook, but she and Steve Stasiak and Jay Eagle, that's who helped me the most when I first started, and I owe like a lot to each one of them.
Yeah,
because I mean, without
definitely want to do that, man. But man, so what's up with this So you're on the road, man, and I'm guessing you get to a place called UCW, man.
Oh, that was the Boogie Woogie Man and James Strange.
Okay.
They started a company in 2000. No, the year 2000. My bad.
Oh, Jimmy Valiant.
Jimmy
Boogie Woogie
Valiant,
Man? Okay,
yeah.
Jimmy Valiant.
The
Oh,
man
cool.
from New York City.
Hey, the
Yeah.
legend. The legend.
Yeah.
And he was hosting the show, and then James, he was the co-host, and like doing that though, it trains you just like the way they done in the old NWA days.
Right.
Because they would tape sometimes 7, 8 shows a day.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
And then that night they would have a big house show.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I couldn't tell you how many times I wrestled under a mask and went out and just put somebody over.
Oh,
And-
wow. Wow.
And for anybody that doesn't like doing that, man, what is wrong with you? You get to be somebody else.
Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah,
just
man.
get to go in there and have fun.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I mean, it's like, like it's almost like playing with your Green Army men, like Harry used to do.
Yeah, the
having-
Army Man,
making up
Cowboys
those-
and Indians.
Cowboys
just,
and Indians,
making up some things,
making up
man.
stuff,
There
but you
go.
actually get to do it. And guess what? You get paid.
Right.
But
right,
sometimes
right.
and sometimes you didn't. I'm sure.
Well, I'm trying to put
But
them over.
still,
I'm trying to put them
but
over.
still, if it's something that, yeah. I hear you, man.
That
But yeah,
$40 rubbed me the wrong
sometimes,
way, man.
sometimes
Yeah.
if you love what you're doing,
Oh,
and for the most part,
you would
if
have to.
if you don't love what you're doing, don't be in this business.
Because you're
Straight
not
up.
going to get rich.
No,
No doubt, no doubt.
You know, you never know what it puts a strain on your home life.
Oh,
or anything
right,
like
yes.
that. So you better love it.
Yeah, enjoy every minute of it.
Yeah, because
You
I mean, this business,
And I
they've always said this business isn't for everybody.
no,
Right.
it ain't.
And when you are in this and you're an active competitor, like he said, man, like Nick just said, it takes a strain on you physically, mentally, and your home life. Because when I was coming through, I mean, after my first day of training, we're just sitting there talking, shooting, like
Right.
we are now. And one of the trainers asked me, like, "Are you a single guy?" I was like,
I
"Yeah."
know what he's going to tell you.
And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Good. Stay that way as long as you can, as long as you're in this business,
Mhm.
because it will take a strain on your
Oh, yeah.
your life. It
No
will."
doubt.
If you're married, this probably ain't the business for you.
But
true.
there are some people out there that
Exceptions.
there are some
Yeah,
exceptions.
well, I mean,
there are
Damien,
there are some exceptions. Damien. Good shout.
I'm sure there's a Commodore.
Commodore Legion. Yeah.
Commodore. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, man.
Hey, believe me, I want to call you Damon. Damon, bro.
Yeah, you just
Hey,
stuck with
Hey,
that.
hey,
one,
we're gonna roll with what you want. What you want, man. I mean, we are gonna do that. But I mean, I do. I told everybody in the group. I said, Damien, because they know you as Damien. But hey, we're gonna roll with Commodore.
It's Commodore. It's
Yeah,
Commodore,
yeah.
man.
I'll say this about Damien. He's one of the he's tough.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
Oh,
he's
there's
tough.
no doubt.
Oh God,
Yeah,
man.
man.
And,
No
and it's
doubt
so
about
funny,
that.
man. And the guy.
He can wrestle too.
Oh, good Lord,
Incredible,
can he,
man. Incredible.
Man.
He don't have a good win-loss against me, but he does all right, you know?
Well, you know
Not a
what?
lot of people have a
I
good
think I
win
won
loss
last
against you,
time.
Nick.
No, lately they have.
Yeah, lately they have. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you've been used.
Fair
You've been
square.
used.
I think he said he
I won
won.
that last match.
Fair and square. Okay, okay.
Well, I ain't talking about when you was dreaming. I'm talking about when
Okay.
Just like Richard Nixon.
you know, I'm a buzzsaw, man.
Yeah.
Well, if y'all want to settle this, we do got impromptu, man.
Well,
Hey.
yeah, maybe, but not. Yeah, we already got. I think we wrestling Friday. Well, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Oh,
You know
okay,
that.
okay.
Okay.
I was about to say we can have it unsanctioned right now, man.
All right, man. We're gonna keep rolling with this interview. Hey, we got some fire about to
Yeah,
come on.
man. Yeah.
All right, Christopher.
So, man, so you probably about how many years in the business now at this point, man? You think?
Okay, I was 13 when I first started training,
Mm-hmm.
and all throughout high school I continued to train. And let's see, that was 13. I just turned 42, so you know. But I ain't gonna count them years. I'm just gonna count, in ring stuff.
Okay,
you know,
okay,
you know, when I
that's fair, that's
turned
fair.
pro, so this would be like the 25th year.
Okay,
Right,
okay,
right.
okay.
99, like that's really when I started training.
Yeah,
So
Nice,
I mean,
nice.
up until now, the present.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
okay, okay.
All right.
A lot of bumps and bruises, and I mean, like
And you
Along
wouldn't
the way.
trade them for nothing.
no, nothing.
Wouldn't take
And
it.
as y'all can see, I didn't get rich doing this at all.
Hey, no.
It's for the
But
love.
man, I
Love.
wouldn't trade it for nothing.
It's for the love of this business, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
It's all for the love, man.
And like I've met like so many cool people. A lot of people that that I'll always have in my life, and some of them I wish I never did. But like some of them guys you wrestle instantly you bond with.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because you just went through an ordeal that's just, it ain't normal.
No.
And when you get to the mountaintop together, it's like, hell yeah.
We did it. We accomplished
Right,
what we were supposed
right.
to do, man.
All right, Bill Hazelwood said, but I came back the next week. That's after you knocked
Yeah,
him
you
upside-
did.
You knocked him upside the head.
And to Bill's credit, he never complained after that.
Oh, that's good,
Oh,
man.
man.
That is great.
Hey, man, Bill's tougher than he looked then, man.
And they gonna build.
Bill's a salty mofo, man.
Yeah.
He's a salty mofo.
Oh, he's old sea dog.
Yeah,
huh?
Bill called Robbie Boyette. He said porn star Robbie Boyette.
Oh man.
Probably.
All right, Braden Rochester said, "Can't hear y'all. Can you hear me now? Because it went to mute for just a second there." Braden Rochester. I mean, my man Braden. Make sure turn yours up a little bit. Make sure and go back if you are recording this. Make sure we are being heard.
I'm on the live thing, man. I'm on live.
Okay. Make sure turn yours up.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, we're being heard. All right, Braden.
Can
Yeah.
you hear me now?
Yeah, it did go out for a second when I pretty much went up there and changed the setting. I wanted to give us a little bit more lighting. All right, but
Yeah.
man,
So,
Okay, go
so
ahead.
you're going up and down the road, man. You're meeting these incredible people. You're making bonds and friendships that last in your lifetime, man. And somewhere along there, at some point, man, you meet a guy named Kilgore, man.
Kilgore. That was around the year 2000. Shit, what? When did I first meet you guys, man? Like 2010?
2011.
Oh, 2011.
Ooh, wow.
Okay. He was just a skinny kid then. He was just, tagging along like my son used to.
Yeah.
He was
Fruit of my
different shows.
loins.
Huh?
Fruit of my loins.
Fruit of his
Yes,
loins.
yes.
There
Right.
you go.
Not fruit of
Well,
his
like-
loins, fruit of his loins.
He reminded me of me because like every time you seen him, he was in a wrestling ring.
Yeah.
And you can tell this
Oh,
kid
wow.
was just absorbing it. You know what I mean? Absorbing everything.
yeah, you see a lot of his videos, and I will see, I will see
He's
Legion.
the man.
I'm gonna call him. I'll call you Legion now, man. Legion would just be out. He's just rolling and training out here himself. I mean, just goes to show how much dedication he has to the business. And hey, man, I respect that 100%.
Out here
Yeah,
taking
man.
big bumps, and you got to say,
Fake it till
brother,
you make it,
huh,
baby. Fake it till
save
you
that.
make it.
Yeah,
See that,
exactly.
I mean, and if you've never seen this kid, man, he is phenomenal.
Good talent. I
Yeah,
mean,
very,
not
very good.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, great.
Awesome,
Yeah, no
awesome,
doubt.
man. Awesome. I mean, if you see this kid on the card anywhere, you're definitely gonna get your money's worth, and it's all thanks to that man right
Fruit
there.
of his
Oh, yeah.
loins, he said.
Oh, yeah.
Fruit of his
Loins.
loins.
The fruit of his loins,
My
fruit of his
DNA.
loin,
You're
whatever
welcome.
you want to call him, man. But yeah, the kids are exceptional talent, man. So what did you think?
Watch the boxing match.
Oh my gosh! Oh, speaking of,
Hey,
you
he's pretty
wanna
good.
talk about that?
He's pretty good, man.
Yeah, man.
That was a good boxing match.
Yeah,
I was impressed with it, and it takes a lot, Chris.
And yeah, and
Impressed me
Harry,
with boxing.
we were commentating that, man, and Harry was all in. I'm talking about he's all up in it like,
I heard y'all's commentary.
Right.
And I'm like, man, we were throwing some bombs.
Oh, there's no
No,
doubt.
man,
no
yeah.
doubt.
I mean, like, down, it was pretty much a real boxing match.
Yeah.
it,
Oh, yeah.
man. Matter of fact, tell the fans about that, man, if they didn't see it, because that, whew,
I just had the idea in my head, like, why couldn't I do a boxing match in a wrestling ring? And it actually worked out.
Yes, it did. Yes, it
Baby
did.
Doll was there that
yes,
Yes,
she
she
was.
was.
Shout
Yes,
out to Baby
there,
Doll.
She was there that night.
I
Mhm.
was Paul.
And you were
That was Paul Lee.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
I mean, with her being on the card and advertising a boxing match, we had a really good turnout.
Yeah, that was a
I
great
remember
turnout.
a
It was
bigger
amazing.
crowd.
That was
It-
better.
I'm not saying they hadn't been, but like I mean,
That was
a
a
good
whew,
crowd.
yeah.
Probably that Stars and Stripes show that y'all did in 2021.
Yeah, Scars and Stripes, the
That was-
cage
that was
match.
the biggest
That
one.
was
Yeah,
That was huge.
cage match.
That was
Woo.
huge.
That cage match we
Buster
done?
off the top of the cage.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
yeah, that was great.
Man, this guy
that
has
play-
no regard for his life. None at
No.
all.
They had to be
We're
around
up there
250.
doing like we're both up there on the cage, and
Mhm.
like he's diving down head first, and like I'm picking him up, going, how am I going to drop him
Right.
without breaking his neck? He don't give a damn. He's just ready. It's like he's going deep sea diving.
He's like, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know what's out there. I don't care.
Yeah.
Basically it.
That was good. I said, let's ride. Let's go.
I've
yeah,
been like
yeah.
Spider-Man clinging on to that cage.
I mean,
He said, you sure?
Yeah, you damn right. I'm sure.
that was a great night.
That was an amazing
it
night,
was.
man.
It was.
Yeah,
It was.
yeah.
We
You
literally
sure?
called the finish in the ring at the beginning of the match. Nothing said to each other. He had to get dressed and his music looped 3 times by the time he got out there.
Why?
Oh, wow.
And we called it right there as we were switching around.
Was I late or something?
No, it was fans' choice, and we were the first
Oh.
match on the card.
Of course I was. I had to hurry up and
Man,
go in there like Clark Kent, come out like Superman.
Hey, man. Hey.
That was the COVID match when we come back from COVID.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
Sure was.
Right.
Sure was.
Right.
But that boxing match that you had with Kilgore, man, that thing was. What ounce gloves were y'all using?
I don't remember, but I mean, I felt every shot, and I know he felt every
Yeah,
shot.
it was outstanding. It was a
That
very,
left
very
when
good.
I went in,
Mhm.
and I hit him with my left, I thought I broke my hand, man.
Yeah.
That's why I backed up. I said, "Oh my
16
God, how am I going to do this with one hand?"
Oh, 16-ounce gloves?
16? Okay.
Yeah, they look kind of, that's what I was about to say, pretty sturdy. They're pretty heavy. They was pretty heavy gloves. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, no doubt, man.
I'm
we
glad
was
that y'all.
throwing
I'm
some
glad
bombs.
that y'all wasn't using 10-ounce or 12-ounce. What I was used to using.
I'm sure when they seen it
It's a
advertised
work
boxing
brother,
match, they thought it was going to suck.
Yeah.
No, but it actually came out
Yeah,
good,
no,
man.
it was
and,
really good.
and
It was
Harry, like I
very
said,
impressive.
he was sucked into it because,
Yeah.
as we all know,
Hell, I
boxing
was
is his
into
thing.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boxing is his thing,
Oh,
man.
yeah,
he
you could
was
tell,
sucked
man.
into it. He was
Yeah.
like, man, he's like, usually they have 4 ropes, but we're in a wrestling ring. And he was like, okay, wait a minute. We usually do 2-minute rounds, but we're doing whatever. And I was
Didn't
like,
we
Harry,
do
Harry.
3-minute rounds?
Yeah, y'all did
3.
3-minute rounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, Kilgore was doing great in this match.
yes, he's
And I mean,
good,
and
man.
Nick was too. And I was like, but Nick, Nick was head hunting.
But
And
yeah.
I'm like, Nick is getting a little tired. I'm like, I know Kilgore's a little bit, a little bit younger than he is.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if he starts going to the body, and he did. He started going to the body. He
Yeah,
started
he
hitting
did.
body shots. I don't know if you heard of what I was saying. He goes to the body. He probably could take Nick out. And both guys kept falling.
Yeah.
But man, Nick, I was like, I know Nick got heart. I've heard about him. I know about him as far as fighting outside of the ring. I know he has heart. Nick is gonna take this. He's gonna end up,
Yeah.
and he did, man.
It was amazing.
Yeah,
Matter of fact,
I
we
love
got
that.
that on our page. We got it
I
on our
love
page. Go dig in the archives on it. You can see the whole show, but that match was amazing,
Go
man.
check it
Yeah.
out if you ain't seen
Yeah,
it.
and I mean, it showed a
Throwing
lot,
some bombs.
no doubt.
Yeah, boy.
It showed a lot
Yeah.
about both of you guys.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I'm like, that's a lot of heart right there. Nobody's gonna mess with these guys outside of that ring. And it is some guys in the business that you can mess with, but hey, you don't want to mess with this guy right here. He
It's
knows
the
his
guys
stuff,
that
man.
you wouldn't think that could whip your
That's
ass.
exactly
They're
right.
like,
Exactly right.
They don't know how to fight. They know
Right.
how to beat the hell out of
That's
you.
right. That's right.
Yeah,
man.
In
man.
many different ways.
Yes.
Oh God, yeah, man.
Not say, I mean, there's a lot of guys that just come off the street, but like say the average man, tell them to run to the end of the driveway and do a few push-ups and then say, "Let's go."
Yeah. Right.
They would 95% of them wouldn't be able to do it.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Keep rolling,
And
Chris.
it was amazing. It was amazing, man. But
Yeah.
So, and shout out to Kilgore, man. Like I said, if he's in
Yeah.
a city near you, go check him out, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Amazing talent.
Outstanding.
Y'all should be booking the hell out of this guy, man.
Yeah,
I
no
mean,
doubt, no doubt.
Yeah,
He's got
yeah.
it.
And-
Go look him up, man. He's all over the internet.
Yeah, I
man.
mean,
Go
he
look
was
him up.
here, and hey, I wanted to talk to him, but we really didn't have time. But I'm pretty sure we will because we got Damian Legion,
Commodore,
We got
Legion.
Legion.
Commodore,
Legion.
Commodore.
and we got
Say it
Nick,
loud, say it
and
proud.
hey, we definitely gonna be booking all these guys, man.
Yeah.
I mean, guys that
You gonna
Chris,
see him in CMW.
yeah, Chris and I came up, and we've given these guys 3, 4, 5 stars, man. Believe me, they will be wrestling for
Yeah.
CMW. We're gonna have some great things going
A
on here in
new
the future.
wave of pro wrestling's about
Yes.
to hit the
No
south.
doubt about
Yes,
it. No
yes.
doubt about it.
Yeah, so
All right.
these are the go-to guys that you need to talk to right here
Exactly.
to get all the info about it.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So you met Kilgore, man. Had some amazing matches, man.
And his dad,
And his dad, Damian / Commodore.
Didn't I train
Legion.
you?
In ring,
Didn't I train you?
in ring.
Okay, I trained him in the
Timmy.
ring.
It was Timmy. It was Tim, Timmy, and you in ring.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Okay.
That's how you know he's gonna make it. Because if your first few matches are with me, hey, shit.
Third
you're gonna
match.
get in the spot.
Yeah, and that's what Brian Bullock said. He
Yeah.
said you, Eric Anton, and
shout
you know,
out to Eric Anton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said,
Timmy, yeah.
Timmy Anton. Yeah, Timmy Anton. But
Yeah,
that you guys made him feel it. And he said that's what he liked. That stiffness,
Yeah,
and
man.
so you can feel it.
I like a good stiff match.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt.
If I
Yeah,
chop
get
a
in there,
guy
get
or if
snug,
I hit
man.
him stiff,
Right.
it ain't because I'm thinking, let me stiff this fuck. I mean,
Mhm.
let me stiff
Yeah.
this guy.
Right. Right. Oh,
I'm-
you
I'm
good. You
thinking,
doing good now.
let me make this look as good as possible.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to take nobody's head off.
Mhm.
I'm just trying to make it look as good as possible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right,
Hey,
Mr.
man,
Burke.
so
Let's
But
keep going.
really, I'm no stiffer than anybody you see on TV.
Right.
exactly,
Right.
man.
If,
Exactly.
if guys can't take that, they really should think about doing something else.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
Now,
true. man.
I want to interject something since we're talking about being all sniffing, snug,
Okay.
man, and everything.
Lay it on.
When you got in the match and you were doing your things, man, and you were working these different people and you all over the place, man, in different cities and states, do you remember your first potato?
Well, yeah. It was that night. I wrestled the Power Crew because the first match on the TV match wasn't that bad at all. He was real light, a guy named Brett Page.
Okay.
It's on my YouTube
Mhm.
channel. It's Nick Fury versus Brett Page if you want to see my first match.
Right. Okay.
Okay. But that second match with the Power Crew, I'm trying to recall it was a clothesline.
Ooh.
Big 450-pound, 6'6", Big Bubba Brooks.
Wow,
I
man.
mean, brother clotheslined me so hard. I said, "Oh my God, I think they're trying to hurt me."
Wow. Wow.
And every shot after that, pretty much. But I mean, you just eat them and just go along with the program. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I didn't try to fight back.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
it probably been worse.
And it was my turn. You know what I mean? Everybody goes through it.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
man,
yeah.
It's like an unspoken tradition in pro wrestling. You're gonna get your ass whipped for the first few matches.
Oh, yeah.
Now, since we're on that subject, man, you got your first potato. You took your lumps and everything. Now, was there at some point, man, you're in a match with whoever, and they might have potatoed you 1 or 2 times, and you were like, okay, look here now.
Yeah.
Take it easy. And when did you finally give back that receipt, man? When did you finally give it back to them?
The very first time was in Chesney.
And that's
I was tagging with AJ Frost, and it was I forget who the guy's name was.
Yeah.
Well, the guy throws me in my corner, and I'm automatically thinking as he's throwing me, "You just throwing me in my corner like a little bitch."
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Right.
Yeah.
So I dart after him and pick him up and kind of lose my mind for a minute, but get it back on track.
Right.
But that first few years, it was like that with a lot of the guys. Because if you were small, they would try to whip your ass and try to walk all over you.
Right,
Who you
right.
are.
Yeah.
It was just in the year 2099. It really was a different time.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys that wrestle today, they wouldn't have made it back then.
Right.
Because they would whip your ass and make you quit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And guys today, if you hit them stiff,
They're
they're like,
well,
"Oh, he was aiming for my face." Well, of course I was.
I gotta make it look real.
Like, Jesus,
I
of
got-
course I'm aiming at your face.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hit you in the gut and you're gonna act like I took your head off.
But guys, my first few
Which
years,
there are some wrestlers out there that do that, but that's whatever.
my first few years, man, it wasn't about headlocks and technical wrestling. It was, how tough are you?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to put you in here with this guy. And I know they're 3 times your size,
Mm-hmm.
but can you take it? And once I realized, wait a minute, I can fight back.
Oh, yes.
I mean, they stopped whipping my ass.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Because, you got to let them know, hey, you just ain't going to walk all over me.
And you
ain't going to blow your nose with anybody.
and you were talking about big guys, man. I can't think of the guy's name, but shout outs to Squeaks the Clown, man. Squeaks the Clown, our
Squeaks.
man. Squeaks.
Yeah. What's up, Squeaks?
His partner in the tag team he was in Over.
With Damien?
No. Squeaks partner, man.
I like that tag team when Squeaks and Damien was
No.
team
Talking
first.
about BK.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I like
baby.
that. I like that tag team.
Yeah,
That was
but
good.
no, it wasn't Squeaks.
He was Squeaks the Violator.
Yeah,
Right,
right.
right.
I tried to get him to use Victor the Inflictor.
Oh man. Oh
He didn't
man.
want to.
Oh man. But I can't think. I got his face in my head, man. You've seen him, big old boy. He wrestled dirty in the cage match. Scars and
Oh,
Scars.
you talking about God?
I can't think of his name.
Guys, little help.
He was in that King. He was in that King Enterprises thing. for a
Yeah,
while,
he
too.
was Squeak's partner.
Who was Squeak's partner? Y'all?
You
Yeah.
wrestled him before because
You
Danny
wrestled
told me
before.
you wrestled him,
wrestled before.
and Danny
Was Squeak's partner?
and Danny told me.
Yeah, he was Squeak's partner.
Yeah, he's pretty. He's known to
No,
be
it wasn't
pretty stiff.
Dump Truck. He was bigger than Dump
Yeah,
Truck.
he's a big dude, man. I can't remember.
I got his face in my head, and I can't think of anybody in the comments.
Yeah, he was in King
That
Enterprises.
remembers
for a
what I'm
while.
talking about. Help me out here, guys. Help me out, because I know
Watch,
y'all.
as soon as they say the name, I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
that guy right there.
But yeah,
Yeah, because
But-
Danny told me, he said, Aaron McClure.
Aaron
Yeah.
McClure.
Appreciate
Yeah,
that,
Aaron
Mark King.
McClure.
Because
McClure.
Danny
Okay,
Danny
yeah.
said when you first wrestled him, he said He said you came to him and said, "Hey, Danny, this guy's being pretty stiff with me." And he said you started messing up his legs, was whapping him, kicking him legs.
You remember anything about that, man? You and Aaron?
Aaron McClure.
What's a big Aaron McClure?
First time
Oh
you
yeah, I
wrestled.
remember we had some good matches.
Yeah, but he said the
Yeah,
first time you wrestled him, he was being pretty stiff with you. And
no, he wasn't being stiff with me.
Yeah.
He gave me that running senton out of the corner.
Okay.
Oh, crushed my fucking.
Oh,
But you know,
wow.
some guys have certain moves that are just stiff.
Yeah.
I like my back chop. I'm sure it doesn't feel good, and like a kick to the back, I'm sure that doesn't feel good. But guys, they have their certain moves that are just gonna hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I just learned to accept. Okay, that's his move.
I think one of the videos I put up of you chopping somebody got like 10,000 views on one of the
Oh,
shorts.
really?
Yeah, on
Wow.
our page. On
I think I
YouTube.
mastered the art of chopping, man.
Yeah.
A lot of guys, when they first get chopped, they're thinking, "Oh, I gotta chop this SOB or whatnot."
Right.
No, man, take it and make it look good.
Yeah, sell
and
it.
then
Sell it.
it's your turn. Anytime I chop one of you guys, it's an invitation. It's an invitation.
Yeah, fire back. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what.
I'm gonna get 2 and you're gonna get 2.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right, Marquine McQueen, we appreciate
Yeah,
you shouting that out.
Aaron McClure.
But let me go and grab a few.
Aaron McClure,
Yeah.
good talent. I
Oh,
wish he'd
gosh,
come back
man.
to wrestling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah. He's enjoying the married life.
Exactly.
man.
Dion.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
good.
There's
Dion.
no sense you can't enjoy the married
Yeah.
life and wrestle too, man.
Appreciate you all
Exactly.
watching, Dion. And
Dion Johnson.
all right,
Black Cat.
Roxy Watt says Kilgore is awesome. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Roxy Watt says
My
the
dude,
the boxing match was the best match. Yeah, it was outstanding.
speaking of,
Oh,
man.
yeah, thank you.
Right there, man. Our man Kilgore just walked back in, man.
Oh, yeah.
Kilgore,
Yeah.
like I said, amazing talent, man.
Yeah.
Amazing
And
talent.
Marquine McQueen says I can take them hits and make them look good.
To
But
his credit, he
Mhm.
can.
yeah.
Oh,
he
man,
does, he
because, man,
He
the
can.
first time
And
I
didn't
saw
complain. Or at least not to me, didn't he?
the first time I saw you wrestle him, man, and I was like,
You hit him, he looks like a bowling pin when he goes
Yeah.
down. He's
Yeah.
got a real unique way he sells.
I like
Yeah.
the way he sells it too. I mean, Marquine was selling it. I'm like,
yeah.
he's just like,
ah!
Like he's not going
Yeah.
close.
He's like,
Yeah.
but man,
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
got it, Chris. Oh yeah.
but when I first saw y'all wrestle, man, I was like,
Probably thought I was killing him.
I did. I was like, this kid's gonna have to walk through fire and hell and come back untarnished, man.
And you know what? Like the third match, I saw Marquine wrestle, Mayhem wrestle Nick, and Mayhem start fighting back, man.
Yeah.
I give it
Yeah.
to him. He started fighting back, and I love that. And remember when we did Jeanette's show? When we
Yeah,
did
my wife's
the wife
show, yeah.
show, and I had you wrestled Dagon.
Yeah.
And I told
Yeah.
Dagon, I said,
I-
Dagon, I said,
Don't-
fight back.
Don't let him walk
You know,
over you.
exactly.
Don't
And
do it.
you told him, you said, because I remember me and you was talking on the phone, and you said, Harry, I be telling these guys, man, hey, if I knock the hell out of you, knock the hell out of me back.
Just do it in a safe
Exactly.
place. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
that's right.
Exactly.
And Dagon, that's the best match that I've seen him with you. And that was a
And-
great match.
And shout out
That
to
was
Dagon,
outstanding.
too.
Dagon,
Outstanding.
yeah.
Yeah,
I've
Mike
had
Dagon,
some-
man. We
I've
appreciate
had
it.
some good matches with Dagon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, great talent, man. Great talent, man.
That hair versus beard, like
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
that was
remember that.
actually good. You
I
know, he done
remember
real
that.
good.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that. Oh my gosh, yeah. So man, throughout your travels, like I said, you're meeting all these people, man. Visiting places you probably only read about in books or heard about, seeing
Yes.
sites you never seen before, and you
Listen.
run across a legend in this business, man. You just happen to run into
His son.
the Nature Boy, Buddy.
Oh,
Landell.
Buddy.
Oh, yeah.
man. I met Buddy at a TV taping in 2001 with me and my old partner. And he actually done a run in, and man, that was so cool. Just
Really?
to have Buddy Landell run in your match. And, like,
Nice.
you know what I mean? I got it on TV and all
Yeah.
that. So like, but after that, me and him clicked.
Mm.
But I'll tell you a funny story about Buddy Landell. The first night we ever booked this guy, there's a guy named Dash Riprock.
Oh, yeah.
Ah,
Oh,
I'm sure
yeah.
all y'all know
Yeah.
who Dash
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
And I'm sure there's a lot of people know what story I'm about to tell. Those of y'all in the wrestling community and, in my inner circle. But Buddy shows up. He says, "Hey, guys, I got a toothache, man. Is there anybody that's got anything for it?" And damn, Dash Riprock, "Well, yeah, man, I got you."
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy.
man.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
this
goodness.
guy gets script filled.
Right.
Oh.
120, maybe 119, give or take,
Woo.
whatever
Right.
it took.
Mhm.
But Buddy said, "Yeah, that'll do." Put it in his pocket.
Oh,
And said,
man.
"I'll get with you at the end of the night." brother, he just got in his car and damn left.
Oh wow,
I mean,
man!
damn, got him.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
y'all.
Oh
He
wow!
got him.
Yeah, Buddy had his demons, man. He really
Yeah.
did. you
He
know.
did. That's actually how I got to know Buddy
Right.
so well.
Right.
Because
Man.
I was one of the first guys he'd call when he'd come in town.
Wow,
Man.
that's great, man.
Nick,
That's
what's
great.
up?
The
That's
legend,
outstanding.
Buddy
And you talking about,
Landale.
legend, man. And hey, he was pretty famous in this wrestling business too. You know, he had a
He
name.
was.
He really
Oh,
did.
man, he really did. Man.
You know, if he could have got out of his own way, man, he could have been something very special.
Yeah.
But
sure
he was special.
I'm
but-
sure Dirty's watching this going, won't you tell him the story? But no,
Yeah.
We're going to keep this. I got a few stories about Buddy, but I don't want to share them.
Right,
But
right.
Damn, Buddy Landale was like a one of a kind.
Okay.
And all you younger guys, man, if you're not watching some Buddy Landale and his promos,
The Nature Boy.
I mean, just Jesus. A lot of these young guys, they don't like watching guys like Buddy Landale.
Oh,
You can
man.
learn a lot, man.
I
You
don't
can
no
learn-
doubt.
You can learn a lot. Like we were talking about earlier when we was doing our podcast, King, Queen of the Ring. One of our viewers, man, he's only been watching wrestling like 2014 till now.
Oh,
And he was basically saying Chad Gable was better, way better than Owen Hart.
Right.
But I understood what he was saying because that's all he's seen. up
Yeah, that's
until
all
that
he
point.
knew.
that
he
guy
really
is
didn't
good,
see.
though.
Yeah,
he-
he's very
yeah,
good.
Chad's
I've heard
good.
Very
Kurt
good.
Angle say he's like the next coming of me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Let's put
yeah.
that guy over. Like,
Yeah, there's
so
no
he's
doubt
got
about
to be good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's very good, man. I mean,
I
he's
don't-
outstanding. But as far as way better now, he's better. Which I told him, I said, look, I've been watching this wrestling since 1970. I said, I will. You know, we had one of our guys who kept saying, you know, who just telling me he's basically crazy and everything like that. I said, look, rest in peace to Owen. I said, I know we love him to death and everything like that. I said, but I'm gonna be real. Chad Gable. I named a whole bunch of wrestlers: Bob Backlund, Mike Rotunda, Dory Funk Jr. I'm talking about Vern Gagne, some of the best. Bob Backlund, some of the best technical wrestlers I ever seen in my life. And I tell you what, that Chad Gable, he's right in there with him.
Yeah.
You know, he's in that top 10 with him. Mike Rotunda was outstanding. Bray Wyatt's dad was crazy good at that.
Yeah.
But I tell you, he's Bret Hart is outstanding, a technical wrestler. And Owen was too. You know, all of Stu Hart's kids was. But Chad Gable, that dude, man, he's once in a lifetime talent when it comes to that. He's incredible.
Who do you think was better, Bret or Owen?
Oh gosh, man. Oh,
There's
I
a
like
question for
Owen.
y'all.
Yeah.
Who was
Ooh,
better,
yeah,
Bret or Owen?
I did like Owen. I did like Owen better. In my opinion, I think Owen was better.
Brett even said his brother was better.
I think Owen was
Owen's
better
better,
as far as an all around wrestler.
Just natural because it was so natural. for him.
Yeah. As an all around wrestler, I think he was better. It's just one thing. Brett, like I already done told you, he was very tight with everything that he did.
Yeah.
Owen
Couldn't
was
see through it
yeah,
at all.
exactly.
No.
Owen was fluid. He was more fluid,
Mhm.
and he's technical and he was fluid. He could do different styles, more styles than Brett.
You
So
know,
I had
I
to roll
always
with him.
wondered about Owen Hart. Okay, you remember when he heard Steve Austin, right?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
Pile driver.
The way he done his pile driver, he sat down and done it.
Mm-hmm.
A few weeks before that, he had done the same move to Dan Severn, and they say Dan Severn was ready to kill it. You know,
Oh,
was
I'm
ready to
sure he
kill him.
was. I'm sure he was.
I've only seen that pile driver a few times like that,
Mhm.
but even I know if you pick somebody up and you sit down with them like that, you're going to break their neck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
just wondering, as good as he was, and like he was one of the best. No,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Don't make no mistake about
Right,
that.
yeah.
Owen Hart was one of the best to ever step foot in a pro wrestling ring. But as a veteran, why would you pick somebody up and drop them on their head? Okay,
Oh.
one time, all right, let's
Right.
let's get past that. That was an accident. You
Mhm.
know
Yeah.
what it does now.
Yeah.
And
And then
you know
you
what?
pick up the most valuable star in the company and drop him on his neck.
Yeah. I remember both of those power drivers, and I was just like, "Wow, man, that looks pretty doggone dangerous there."
Yeah.
I knew
I'm
it
like,
as soon as,
man,
even as a kid.
that's
I knew
it.
it. I was
Yeah,
like,
I'm like,
he's
man.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
Ooh, man. So I mean, but yeah. Who y'all think? Man, Owen or Brett? I say Owen, but
I'm gonna go with Brett because
Yeah.
that was my generation. That
Oh,
that
yeah.
was my guy.
Yeah, when it boils down to it, Brett was he was better. He was
Yeah.
better. It's just Owen had more fluid movement
Mm-hmm.
as a
He was
wrestler.
younger.
But, yeah, he was
Yeah, he was
younger.
younger.
He was more fluid, but Brett, everything was tight. But Brett was the better wrestler. Brett, you got to put Brett in that top 7 of all time, top 7, top 8. Owen, I have trouble putting him in the top 20, but Owen was really good. I think he was a better overall, like I say, overall wrestler.
Yeah.
Right.
But when it boils down to it, like I say, I think Ric Flair is the greatest of all time as an overall wrestler. but he definitely wasn't the best wrestler ever. You know, I mean,
how could
you
you
know.
argue? You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Who was better? I mean, well,
Yeah.
let's see who drew the most money.
That's
No,
true. Yeah, that's true.
If you want
And
to know
that's
about that,
really how you judge it on.
Yeah,
Who drew
yeah.
the most money.
Yeah,
WrestleMania 3, Andre, and
Yeah,
I mean,
Hogan.
who
Hogan.
had the best match?
yeah,
Macho
I mean,
Man,
Macho Man and Ricky.
Steamboat.
yeah. And Steamboat, yeah,
But
And
the
Sting- yeah,
draw
Steamboat.
was Andre.
Yeah.
And
yeah, no
Hogan.
doubt. Steamboat, man. Wow. Oh, my
And
God.
speaking
You talking
of-
about somebody that's great. But yeah,
Yeah.
let's go ahead. Let's not
And-
get off
and-
the subject
and-
on that, man. Keep rolling
And
out.
speaking of drawing money, man, when did you actually get to work with one of my favorite tag teams going up, and I'm sure a lot of viewers' favorite tag team, Ricky and Robert, the Rock and Roll Express?
The first time that I'd ever met Ricky, it was, I want to say it was in Spartanburg when he started coming down there. No. It was in like 1999 when he first started coming to the Shamrocks.
Ah,
Yeah, that's where they used to like K Crush.
yeah.
And
And if you don't
Dave
know,
Jericho, Kid Cash, that's where a lot of them started.
and if you don't know who K Crush is, we're talking about R-Truth.
Yeah, he was K Crush, and he was Ron Killings.
Killings.
Now he's R-Truth.
R-Truth. Yep.
Right.
But he started out in APW.
APW.
Oh, yeah.
Right
Yeah.
down the
He
street.
was, yeah,
Right
right
down
down,
the
not
street.
far at all.
Mhm.
I remember him, man, him breakdancing in high heels and a dress.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
how he comes out there doing his dance. He's
Yeah.
done no different with a dress on.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Man, R-Truth is something else. So what was it like working with those guys, man?
Just, I never got a singles match with him. I got to train with him a few times,
Okay.
just to, you know. But like he was one of the coolest guys there was, man. I mean, he just like he'll come in just dapping everybody. I mean, like he never left really.
Yeah, man.
And Jay Eagle, he actually started him.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Okay, cool.
And,
Like he
man,
did a lot of guys.
and we met Ricky up at a show in
Rock Hill, first time we
at
met him, yeah.
PWF.
We've been at a few shows.
When
with him.
it was our first live show we ever done, this Straight Up Wrestling Show. First live wrestling show at PWF up in Rock Hill. We met Ricky. Man, shout out to Ricky Morton too, man. Awesome guy.
True legend.
True
Oh,
legend.
yes.
True professional. And man, what was so cool, man. First time ever meeting him, man. Shook the man's hand, had a quick convo with him. Felt like I've known him for like 40 years.
Oh, yeah.
Right, he
Yeah.
started telling him jokes.
Outstanding
Yeah.
guy.
He's
Outstanding
so
guy.
laid back.
Yeah, oh
Yes.
my gosh, man. Yeah.
Like,
man.
I'd met him when I was a kid, and like
Yeah.
then I started to get to work with him.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
like him and Robert.
and I
had
know that was
probably-
education like it wasn't on tomorrow.
Oh
For
man,
sure.
yeah. I mean, like just being in the same ring with Ricky, it's such a privilege. Guys don't even know what a privilege it is just to say I've wrestled Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
really.
Oh, yeah.
You
And-
could have
and
ended your
two of the-
career right there, man.
Right. And like them, they put me and Dirty over for the titles on TV.
Oh, wow, man.
Wow.
Spartanburg.
Oh, my
Wow.
goodness.
Yeah,
Wow,
I mean
man.
they're cool. I mean two of the
Wow.
coolest guys I've ever came
That's
across.
Yeah.
awesome, man. That is awesome, man.
Robert knows a lot of dang card tricks, man. That's the one I bonded with the most. I mean, is Robert. He's just such a cool guy.
Oh, and
and
shout
he's a
out to
badass too.
Oh yeah, man! Shout out to Robert Gibson, man. We ran into him too down at Deep South, down in Atlanta, Georgia, Deep South Wrestling. We did a show down there. He was down there, Teddy Long, when we interviewed Teddy Long. Robert Gibson was down there. Shout out to Robert Gibson and Ricky Morton, Rock and Roll Express, man.
Legend.
Yes,
If
yes.
you want to throw, people toss that word around a lot,
But legit,
but them guys are legends.
legit legends.
Like, well, you know, when you go through Carowinds and the Carowinds, the theme park, the staff shuts the rides down for
Right.
everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And just lets Ricky and Robert come. You know,
Oh, wow.
You are famous.
No doubt about it. No
man,
doubt.
yes.
All right, man. Let me hit a few of these
Okay, man.
on YouTube real
Yeah,
quick,
man.
Chris.
Good.
All right, Johnny Bean says, Harry for Ryder and CMW. Let's go, sup, guys.
What's up?
Guys and Chris. Yeah, I am pretty much. I
Yeah.
am the lead writer, Johnny Beans,
Yeah.
and the booker. All right, Tyler Tony, Nick Fury is recruit, new tag for CMW. Harry and Chris, the straight up squad. Untouchable says, who has possession of Danny Paris's tape library? Untouchable. I have no clue. I have no clue, man.
You're looking at the guy that's got.
Yeah, he's got
library.
most of it.
Yeah,
I
he's
do
got
got a
most
lot of it. I got a lot of it, but I knew when I went in after he had passed, I went up there the next day, and Danny's who's that with Danny?
Amanda.
No, that was Jay. Yeah, Amanda. Yeah, Jay Eagle's daughter was with him,
Yeah.
or with him, and she was asking me a lot of stuff. Harry, do you want this? Do that? I said no. I'm gonna take a certain amount. I took a couple boxfuls, I took a bag or whatever, and I said Nick probably come back and get the rest because I know Nick was uploading. Yeah. He always uploads onto his channel.
I've uploaded
so
just about every tape I
can
find.
But that's what Danny told me.
That's what he was wanting me to do.
Like, yeah.
I don't know if he knew something was coming, but he wanted me to get all this stuff out.
Yeah.
And he was starting to enjoy it.
From what I understand, he did. And, he was telling me, he said, Harry, he said, I'm going to leave this stuff to you. He said, I want you and Nick to have this. That's basically what he told me. And, when she offered me in this camera and stuff like that, I said, no, I just left it. And, yeah, I'm glad that you got it, man.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. So we know his
because what
lives on, man.
I mean, what Kelby was wanting some of that stuff, but I was like, nah, everything's gone.
So, pretty much
it was. It was gone. All right, let's see. Untouchable says Brett. He's rolling with Brett.
Okay, Brett.
Untouchable says Shamrock Cafe. And Untouchable says Untouchable OG K Crush versus Chris Hamrick in a ladder match in Gaffney.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah,
were you there for that?
About that. No, I wasn't there in Gaffney.
Untouchable OG says
I was just a teenager still then, so I had to, I couldn't just go out and do what I wanted to.
Man, but I know
I didn't get to see that, but I do remember it.
Okay.
All right. Let's see.
Shout out to Chris Hamrick.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely.
Chris Hamrick was, man, he was one of the best too.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt.
Definitely,
there's no doubt. And Chris, Danny was always saying that you was wanting to come on the show and everything. So he was always trying to get that hooked up. We never did get a chance, but if you watching this, man, hey, we definitely will be happy to do that. Me and Chris, we was doing a lot of interviews at first when we first started doing it, and Chris started working a different schedule, and we basically started doing AEW and WWE mostly. But guys, we will be back doing a lot more interviews when we have time. Of course, some of the stuff goes.
You're gonna be seeing these guys a lot more on camera.
Yeah.
This new promotion that's going to be starting up in Greenville, I'm excited.
It's going to be something, man. It's going to be something, man.
All right. So Marquine said that man needs a reality check. On is one of the best to touch the match. On, hands down. Marquine says, I see Jordan Payne watching. I see some other people watching here. Brian Gunnels, have y'all heard of the Moki Brothers? Where's this at?
Oh, yeah,
Symptoms of gone. ABCD. Now I have EFG. Jordan Payne says, but there's a few other people. Hey, I didn't mention your name. Sorry about that. But yeah, we got a lot of people pretty much are watching this thing on different platforms. But yeah, let's roll on, Mr. Burke.
Man. So you talked about Leilani, man. She's a legend, and everything.
Okay. And how can we leave out the one, the only Chief Jay Eagle?
Hey, that's what I was about to get to, man. Yeah. Hey. Man, shout out,
brother.
Brother.
No doubt, man. You got to talk about Chief Jay.
That guy, man. If he wasn't around, there'd be a lot of people that would cease to exist.
Oh man,
that's
brother,
true.
Man.
That's true.
Because no matter what, he started me. He started just about everybody.
He started us.
Yeah, Spartanburg, Bowling Springs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even down to Rex Rumble. I mean, all them guys. Started.
And Rex, we use his ring a good bit. CMW been using his ring a good bit. But he started a lot of people, and hey, he gets a bad rap when it boils down to it. You ask me, gets a bad rap. Jay Eagle.
He's helped a lot of people out in this business, man.
We don't know everything. We do not know everything. But I tell you what, like Nick said, a lot of these people wouldn't even exist, man, as far as in this business if it wasn't for Jay Eagle.
Yeah.
And when it boils down to it, man, you got to give people, you got to give them they just do.
Yeah.
And straight up. And Danny, Danny didn't get the respect he deserved before he passed away.
Yeah.
A lot of people gave him that. A lot of people did. And man, thank goodness. Thank God that happened. We did a reunion show and everything.
Yes.
A lot of people gave him his proper respect, before Danny was buried.
Well, knowledge, man.
No doubt.
Mr. PWI.
Yeah.
Oh, back in the day, hey, he was the guy. If you wanted to be in that
PWI Top 500, it was Danny
He
Paris.
would get you in there.
Yeah, man. Danny was man. Mr. PWI himself, man.
And another guy that helped train me was Mac Truck. You don't hear about Mac Truck much because he don't do a lot of shows anymore.
Yeah.
But when I first got into it, that guy was on fire, man. I mean, he was booked everywhere.
And Danny always said he had a tag partner called Trash Truck.
White Trash.
Wait,
Okay,
wait,
okay.
wait.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Now-
Yeah,
yeah, now I
I was
remember.
like trash truck. I was
That
like,
was
what?
That was in the Shamrock days.
Mhm.
There.
Okay,
And, man,
okay.
them guys, they taped TV, man. I mean, like,
Yeah,
when
I
they had
remember
the
they used to come on
one-man
TV.
gang,
I
I mean,
remember that.
a lot of names that went through that place.
I remember when they used to come on TV, man, like early Saturday morning.
Yeah, you used to watch that. I remember that.
I
You used to
remember
watch
that
it all the
man.
time.
I was like, hey, we gotta get down this APW in Spartanburg, man. We gotta get down there. But man, I remember.
After watching,
I remember it, man.
like Danny, I got VHS tapes. That Danny,
Yeah.
Level. After watching some of those tapes, and I was like, wow, man. You mean to tell me I missed all this? Now, this is around the time, because this was around 99. This was around the time I had stopped watching WCW.
Yeah.
It got so bad and stopped watching, didn't watch much wrestling. I wish I would have actually known about it. You was talking about
Yeah,
it.
I was
But
trying to
I
tell
was
you,
so
man.
disenchanted with
I was
wrestling.
trying to tell you,
I went
man.
straight to boxing. Chris can tell you. That's how I just started watching boxing all the time. That's my background. That's what I did.
But I was
So
trying to
said,
tell them,
I'm
guys.
gonna watch boxing, man. I don't want to hear nothing about no wrestling, man.
And I
But
was
if
like,
I knew
Harry,
about it, I
and I was
definitely would
telling
have been
Harry,
down.
Harry, you got to turn on TV, man. It's on
Oh,
the
man.
local channel, man. He's like,
Right.
Because y'all was all over the place.
yeah.
All over the place.
Yeah, I was like, they on the local channel, APW, man. Harry, you got to watch them, man. This thing is,
And
man,
he wasn't
awesome.
he wasn't just in Spartanburg, man. Eagle,
Yeah.
he would run Gaffney. I mean, like Hendersonville. I mean, just
Where
all
shows y'all was
over
going
the
Yeah.
South.
everywhere, man.
Like, all over
Anderson.
the
I was
South.
like,
Yeah,
wow.
man.
He
Shout
would try
out
to
to
do
Eagle,
one
man.
like maybe every 3 months, like a road show,
Mhm.
just wherever he could draw a good crowd.
Yeah, true producer, man.
Yeah.
Promoter. He was just going
And the
everywhere.
fair, he used to run the fair
Yes,
like, I mean,
yes,
4
yes.
times in 1 week. I mean, it,
Yeah.
it-
The
you
fair was
got
a
little
big
payday
draw.
there, and
That was
you,
a
and you
big
got
draw.
to go to the fair.
All right,
that was
Jordan
big.
Payne says,
Ken Magnum.
I like to
Ken
see-
Magnum.
I like to see Jacob Armor Chain versus Nick Fury. Also, Ken Magnum versus Nick Fury. Hey, man, Jacob Armor Chain, we might can make that thing happen, man. A guy named Jordan Payne. He used to do podcasting too. But
Jacob Armor Chain, yeah.
yeah,
man.
we might can get that, man.
he's
We
the,
definitely can get that.
Jacob Armor Chain.
Yeah,
the new
big
3
ups
count
to him.
pro,
New 3 count.
wrestling, champion.
Yeah,
man.
champion.
Yeah,
Took that win over
definitely
Drew
get into
Adler.
that.
Yeah.
And hey, we got some
His name's
inside.
Jordan.
Jordan Payne. Yeah,
No,
Jordan Payne.
no. Jacob Armor Chain.
Jacob Armor Chain is the champ, but that's
Jacob Armor Chain.
yeah.
Yeah,
You know who he
he-
is? Little City, man.
I'm sure we're gonna get very
Yeah,
familiar.
yeah,
Yeah,
no doubt.
yeah.
Hey, but yeah,
Shout
I
out
got
to
somebody I want you to meet.
yeah, I hear you.
Shout out
But
Jacob
yeah,
Armor
all
Chain.
those guys.
Shout
man.
out to him. though.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
New 3 count heavyweight champion, and
Yeah,
shout out to
Congratulations.
shout out to
Yeah.
3 count championship wrestling, man. My man Tim Smith, his
Yeah.
son Ace Austin, and all those guys, man.
Yeah,
Ace,
man.
Ace Armstrong, Austin
Jordan.
Austin Jordan, all those guys, man,
yeah.
that pretty much built that thing over there. Y'all got something fantastic.
Yeah, man.
And man, that's one thing. We're not trying to compete with them in Greenville.
No.
Greenville's huge.
Yeah,
It's huge.
yeah. Everybody knows
so-
him.
Greenville, Spartanburg.
Yeah,
it's a
Greenville, Spartanburg is
I
big
mean,
metropolitan area.
There could be
So,
3 and 4 shows.
no
running
doubt
a
about
night,
it, no
man.
doubt
I
about
would
it.
Never even.
But
you
yeah.
know what I
Yeah,
mean?
But yeah, but those are guys over there, man. 3
Yeah,
count. Hey,
yeah.
we love them to death, man. And Turbo, they run out of Greenville too. But
Yeah, that's John
Hey,
Powers.
yeah.
Yeah,
but
He
yeah.
started,
Mad
he
Dog.
started
Mad
with us too.
oh,
Mad
okay,
Dog.
cool.
Change
Yeah,
his name?
yeah.
Yeah, Mad
Mad
Dog.
Dog.
That's Powers.
Yeah,
man.
he's a
Mad
good
Dog.
guy. Yeah, he's
Oh,
a good
that's
guy,
cool.
man. He
Yeah,
treats
yeah.
me and Chris like.
I like that
Yeah,
better
he
than
treats
just
us
Josh
great,
Powers,
man.
Mad
So-
Dog Josh.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but all right, man. But
Oh, and he talked about Ken Magnum, man. You ever
Ken Magnum.
had some run-ins with him?
I've had many run-ins with Ken Magnum. He started
Yeah,
with
he's a rough-
Viper,
mhm.
Oh, okay.
and then when he felt comfortable to go travel, we were one of the first places that he made like a weekly visit to.
Okay.
That's a tough
But
dude.
yeah,
That's
me
a
and
tough dude.
Ken Magnum,
Yeah.
we've had many battles.
Mhm.
He basically learned learn the ropes with us.
Yeah, man.
Also, I mean, he's a good person, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course, man. Of course, man.
And he came back to Bowling Springs a few months ago.
Yeah, he
And
did.
man, he
Yeah, he did.
him, his wife, and he's got kids, and like, man, he's
Tore the house
living
down.
the dream.
Tore
Yeah,
the house
yeah.
down, man. Tore the
Yeah,
house.
we I'm the one. I had got Ken. When you remember when let's see,
Yeah. Did the joint show.
yeah, we did the joint show with Danny show.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's-
yeah. They
it's-
called me.
yeah.
It was Chad and AJ called me and asked me could I get those people. So I got 3 count to come down, got SWA to
Right,
come
yeah,
down.
I
So that's
remember
when we did that collaboration show. But yeah, Ken came and wrestled, man. Hey, and we appreciate you, Ken, coming down
Yeah, man.
for that show, man. Because he hadn't been in APW for a long
Yeah,
time.
some years.
And cut an outstanding promo for that show. I'll never forget that. Who was he wrestling in that show, Chris? I can't remember.
When he wrestled Crucifix.
I don't know if it was Crucifix or it was Tyler Storm.
No,
I think
wasn't
it was-
Tyler.
I think it was Crucifix. I think I made their match for him. Just
Yeah.
It might have been. It might have been.
I might-
Okay. Gotta go back in
but
the
yeah,
loop.
yeah, it
I'm
was
impressed in
incredible.
our
That's all
guys.
the promo, man, was just it was outstanding.
But speaking of, man, APW, man. That
APW
place-
Chesney, APW Spartanburg, or APW Bowling Springs,
Well, we gonna start out with Chester, man. We can start
Chester.
Yeah, we can start with Chester.
Doug Hawkins was the one who very first started Action Pack Wrestling, and he ran it for what I want to say maybe 6 or 7 years, and then a guy named William, he ended up buying it.
Okay.
But man, I remember the very first show they ever had, and well, the very first probably six, maybe 5 or 6 shows they ever had, because me and OAJ was booked on several of them together.
Were y'all still the juvenile delinquents then?
No, we were just Frost and Fury, really. He
Okay.
was AJ and I was Nick, and you know, they booked us like that.
And how long did y'all tag team go on anyway?
Yeah,
as far as
you and AJ,
you and AJ,
Uh,
the delinquents.
Probably, there for the first 2 years, it was pretty strong. Me and him, like when I first started, he was there probably, I want to say 3 weeks after I first started.
Right.
Okay.
And him and Eagle's son, they were just doing jobs in
Dusty.
the match. No, this is easy
Oh,
money. You got to
okay.
go back even further than that.
Okay.
This is the year 2000.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And about my 3rd week, I already knew AJ because like we'd trained together and we'd come up together basically. He was about the same, but he started before I did because his first thing he would go out and do would be to pretend to be a mime.
Right.
He painted his face up. And he'd go out there.
Wow,
that
man.
That was his foot in the door. Though.
Yeah,
And
right.
And guys were willing to do just about anything just
Oh,
to
yeah.
get their foot in the door.
Oh,
just
yeah.
to get
Goodness.
a spot.
Man.
That's funny as hell, though. I remember
Yeah.
I remember got my
Man.
spot.
Oh, man.
Hey, more power to you, man.
Man.
Yeah.
That's
But like as soon as I started tagging with him, Eagle stopped jobbing him out and actually gave him a push.
Right.
Nice, man. That's what's up, man.
And then we were off and rolling for a couple of years, and we took a break for around 2002, and then we got back together around 2006, 7, and 8. And off and on, I mean, he's been a part of my career just like I've been a part of his. And I'm sure we'll always be linked together.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Yeah, man.
Okay.
But man, but Chester, man, they don't run very often, man. But when they do, they pack the house out.
oh yeah,
Oh, you talking about Chester down the road? Every couple. Or no, you about the Chester now?
Yeah,
APW
APW Chester. Yeah,
run
they
a couple
pack the
times.
house.
I mean, they run like twice a month.
Yeah, and that
I
place is
thought
back.
they ran every week.
No, every two weeks out of a month. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they tried to run every week at one time, and,
Man, I
and
like
everything
to
went
hear-
down. Yeah, William runs a good show down.
And they
Yeah.
pack out the
Very
house
good show.
every
I like
time.
to hear of any promotion running weekly.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, that's what it's about. Right
Yeah,
there,
that's
you
it.
know?
That's the goal, man. Yeah, if you can
Because-
run weekly.
No matter
got
what,
it.
anybody can say Eagle ran a strong promotion
Every-
Yes, he did.
for 20. I mean, and this is just
Woo.
when I've been around for 23 years.
Right.
And before that, though, he's been doing this since. I mean, he stepped foot in the game
Right.
until here lately.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And speaking of, man, running every week, man. APW Bowling Springs still running every week, man. They've gone under some changes and stuff now, and everything.
Yeah, new
Man,
man. Just a total makeover, and
That's what we're
the
gonna
guy
talk about.
there that runs that, he's AJ Frost, and he's just got a different way he wants to do things, and that's fine.
Yeah.
That's my old partner, basically. I bet a lot of y'all is ready to talk about that, I'm sure. 'Cause
No doubt.
The reason we're doing this, it ain't a smear campaign. It's none of that shit. That's stuff. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's to let you know what happened. A lot of you, and which I'm sure AJ doesn't know this, a lot of you instantly started messaging me, hey, where are you at? And like, I didn't want to, I ain't tell people, very much what was going on. But I mean, it's kind of overwhelming being asked, and like, I really don't know what to say,
Right.
But I'm about to break it out as best as I can.
Yes.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So
Okay.
you pretty much got the floor, and,
Yeah, this
and
is-
we'll
this is-
chime in every now
Yeah,
and then.
this is all
I-
Nick Fury right here.
I started wrestling for APW when I was a kid. I mean, 17, 18 years old, when I turned pro. But it's been a company that I helped build.
Right.
He helped build.
Mhm.
Chief J Eagle helped build. And a lot of guys that the sweat off their backs, and now he's profiting, off of a lot of the guys. And what that's what you do. It's just it's a business.
Oh, yes.
You
Yes,
got to
business.
keep,
Yeah.
know what I'm saying.
The machine got to keep running.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Right. You don't screw your friends over to do it.
That's right.
But
That's right.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
You do
Yes.
what you need to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
The very first time I ever had any problems with this mofo, and I guess we'll just tell it like it is. Damn, I got to cramp my leg.
Oh yeah.
Let me get down. So when I very first met him, we tagged and everything was good. And I don't want to mention the guy's name because me and him we're good now. But it is what it is. When I was in Nashville getting my Jarrett tryout, one of my buddies was sleeping with my girlfriend. Which when that happens, you shake their hand and say thank you.
Mm.
That's just sound advice. Don't sweat it. Tell them thank you. But ended up happening, and I was doing my Jarrett tryout, but like AJ knew the whole time, and like after that, I knew I could.
And y'all still boys.
Well, yeah, I thought so. You know what I'm saying? I was always a better friend to him than he ever was to me.
Right.
And let's see, where was I at, man?
Hey,
you. Yeah, I'm gonna lose track, y'all. I've been wrestling 20. Damn.
Too many boots to the head.
Yeah. So that happens, and after that, from now on, I know that I can't trust this mofo. And he probably, there's no telling how he feels about me, which I don't give a damn, to tell you the truth. Whatever you feel, you better do it quietly.
Oh, exactly.
Because you don't know how bad I just want to come there and kick that door open, and because I handle things a certain way. You know what I mean? He knows that. I'm not telling him anything. I'm not putting myself over. I'm just telling you what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, I knew that I could never trust this guy, man.
Okay.
To the point where everything he tells me, I'm looking at him sideways, but I'm wanting to believe that he's sincere.
Yeah.
Right.
So we continued to tag on and off, and when he got control over APW, it was how long ago? 6 months?
Yes.
It ain't
Because
been too long.
yeah. Basically like October or something like that.
Yeah, it ain't been too long.
And from the very first night he took over, he wanted me to do a job, which that's fine, but I questioned the way he wanted me to do it. He wanted me to be in the ring, go to give dude a suplex, and somebody grab my foot. And I'm like, man, come on, man. That's been done 1,000 times. I'll put the guy over, but let me do it in a different way, man.
Exactly.
Right.
I would rather take a straight, clean pinfall than do a finish. People seen 100 times. I think they used it at some WrestleMania. I'm trying to remember which one.
Yeah, they probably have.
Oh, I know they have. But this is a very common finish.
Oh yeah. That's
I
true.
didn't want to do it that way.
Yeah.
Hell, pin me clean if you got to. Just let's not do something somebody's done 1,000 times.
Watch.
I'm sure all you workers out there are going, yep, I know the exact spot he's talking about. And I questioned that, and I'm like, man, why are we doing it like that? Just let me. And he's like, man, just go do it. So the next days, I don't remember what happened, but we're going back and forth. He's texting me going, man, I had to beg you to put that guy over last night. Hold on, man. Why are you trying to create some shit? No, you didn't. I just didn't want to do it the same way 100,000 people before me done it.
Yeah.
Because it's a played out finish. That's all. I started questioning some things.
Okay.
And
What you had the right to do.
Yeah, I'm the guy in there doing it. And plus, you got to remember, I'm one of the guys that built this place.
Right.
Or that place. Whether anybody wants to admit that, when people think of APW, no matter what it's called, I'm the main face they think about, because you got to respect real. And for these last 25 years, I put in my work. I've done my time. I've paid every due that you can pay. And believe me, there's a lot of things you don't know. Just just to be called a wrestler. There's a lot of things y'all never know what goes into all this.
There's a lot to it.
Countless.
Oh, yes.
I mean, like, say for instance, one of my best friends. I can't trust him as far as I can throw him, because when he took over, I don't know about you, but if you're my boy and I see you, what you've done and what you've contributed to this company, you're going to be the first guy I take care of.
Exactly.
And I'm talking about with money.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't give a
that's right.
damn
That's right.
about a finish.
Yeah.
Like, don't make me look like shit, because I am a hometown. Why would you want to do that to a hometown guy? I don't know. But if you look at the last 6 months, from Deion Johnson to Caleb Crocker to damn that really good guy, Coleman.
Curtis.
Yeah,
Curtis
Coleman.
Coleman.
Yeah.
Curtis Coleman.
Outstanding wrestler.
Hey,
Yeah.
there's no
Shout
doubt.
out to
And-
Curtis. Shout out to
yeah.
Curtis.
Yeah, that's our boy.
And
Love
Brino,
Curtis.
all I've been used for is job guy, which, I'm not gonna get jobbed out of. Anyway, I'm gonna give you a good match.
Mm-hmm.
But damn, if it was me, I'm gonna make sure my friend AJ Frost is taken care of first.
Oh, no
Because he's
doubt.
been right there beside
No doubt.
me.
Day one.
Because
That's
I've
day
seen
one.
because I've seen everything. But like, it was like, how can I get rid of this mofo? Because he got rid of Eagle for some bullshit. Let's just call it like it is.
Yep.
If I was in the same position, I would probably punch the guy in the face myself. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
Oh,
this
yeah.
ain't no slight to Rhonda, because Rhonda, I love you. I don't give a damn. I'm just telling the situation. But damn, when you have ample opportunity to take care of your people that took care of you, and there's been a lot of guys, you know what I'm saying, protected as far as AJ.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's something that I didn't expect.
Gotcha.
And I'm still like this mofo.
Yeah.
Do I go up there this week and just pull him across the desk and just kick this? I mean,
Yeah.
just beat this guy down, because like, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
That's what it's called for.
Hey, man, straight up. And you know what?
And that's how you feel legit.
And like, everybody that's watching this, you know that I put everything I have into this company. For how many years? 25, 24. I don't know. Hell, I mean, one of the two. But I paid my dues and I put in my time. And when you help build a company and somebody turns heel on you like this, that's really what you want to do. You want to go up there and punch them in the mouth.
Hey, no doubt. Look, I'm gonna say this. Because I always have something to say. And whoever hears it and they don't like it, hey, suck it up. Because you know who I am. Each one of you wrestlers out here who's known me, any of these guys who out here, who's promoters or whatever, know me. And I know some of you guys done talk behind my back, because that's all you can do. Straight up. But I'm going to go ahead and say this. Look, I do like AJ. Look, I pretty much promoted him, pushed him as far as I could, as far as letting people know about him. I think he was a very good talent. But when it boils down to it, what happens up at APW? Hey, I made the decision, and Chris can confirm this. I made the decision, man, 5-6 weeks ago. Say, man, I'm never going to go up to APW anymore. Because look, my whole thing is this: you do not, man. You do not. Pretty much, you don't crap on your friends like that.
Right.
You dump Nick Fury, who's one of the main event guys, probably the best wrestler that was there. Along with you, AJ, you dumped on Damian Legion. No more there. Commodore Legion. No more there.
He asked a question.
Exactly.
And the question he asked was, "Hey man, why are you giving me down $10 and this guy 20?"
Yeah, Brian Bullock.
Because he was disrespectful.
Yeah,
that's what you told me.
And so
come on, man. You're supposed to be like family with all these guys, but like, as soon as you take over, you're like a mad midget with power, man. Like, what the hell is wrong with you, man?
And hey, that's all I gotta say. Hey, look, I'm about loyalty, because hey, that's what I came from, man. I came from a loyal. I don't care what Chris done did things, man, that done pissed me off in the past.
Yeah.
But you think I'm gonna do something like that to him, man? And I've done things too that done pissed him off. But I tell you what, man, we would never do that to each other, man. I mean, hey, this was your brother that you traveled up and down the road with. And I tell you
shared
what,
beds, probably even wore each other's clothes and got
We
Hey,
wore clothes and all.
hey, a lot of things, you know, a lot of things.
Like,
But
let me wear your tights.
When
or
I
whatever.
tell you all this,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like, what the hell, really?
Yeah,
But I mean, everybody there knows it,
yeah,
and I'm not trying to put you down here, bro. I'm just telling the story the way it is.
right.
And if I'm lying, please say so, because I'm not. You
Yeah.
know it. So, AJ's girl Michelle. Yeah, I'm gonna tell it, brother. AJ's girl Michelle's running around back. Well, not really running around. She's just going around talking, and she ends up talking to I want to say it's my wife or somebody. Yeah, I want to say it's my wife. And she had told her that, man, AJ is just a crackhead now. He's just like, and I didn't want to believe that, which I never seen him do that. Well, you know, I haven't seen him do that, actually. But like, I didn't want that. You know, if you have a friend and they tell you, hey man, your girl is going around here telling my girl and a few other people that you're a crackhead. I'm sorry.
Be quiet.
Be cool. That you're a crackhead, right? And which I don't think he is anymore. I think, you know, like he's straightened up. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing. And but I, as a friend, I felt it was my obligation. That's exactly what I tell him, man. Hey, I don't want my name in this. Do not bring me in and don't get me involved. But your girl this is what she's saying, and this is who she's saying it to. Don't involve me. It wasn't 5 minutes later, this fool comes back and says, hey man, come over here and tell her what you just told me.
That's ridiculous. That's
Like,
ridiculous.
Bro, I just told you I didn't want to be involved. And I knew then, like, okay, this motherfucker ain't a. Yeah,
Hey.
I mean,
Hey,
it's
okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Can you bleep that out?
Hey,
Oh,
we
we live.
we
Hey,
good.
I'm sorry.
We're good.
I'm just telling the story, and I'm trying not to drop any F-bombs. They
Yeah.
told me I can't, you know, cuss. And I'm
Yeah.
trying not to.
Yeah.
You done good.
But,
Yeah.
stop me if I do. You know,
All right.
But yeah, man, I wanted you to know exactly what was being said because I was your friend. That's what friends do, bro.
And look, I'm gonna say
it
this,
was like
AJ.
they got mad at me for actually telling him that.
Yeah, right. And my thing is this. You know, I know you. A lot of these promoters, a lot of you guys out here, you know, you had problems with Octavius. Okay, CMW. I'll tell you right now, me and Chris, we basically running this thing, man.
Yep.
Octavius he's still a promoter.
Yeah,
but you know, hey, we basically running this thing, and I know you guys wanted to interfere with him, but I'm gonna tell you like this right now. Anybody, man, if you going up against CMW, you going up against us, and we've done plenty of things to help APW. Man, we was all in on APW, and when people was out there trashing you, AJ Frost, when they was trashing you and trashing APW, who was back there defending APW? Two of the hardest, and we wasn't even workers up there. We never got paid a dime
there
up
was
there.
plenty of times we were doing
Exactly.
commentary or doing a live broadcast during the shows. People coming in on the comments,
Yes.
saying, "Why y'all up there at this trash show?
Yeah.
Why y'all up there with these pedos
Oh,
and
yeah.
every other thing?" And these were comments that were said in the comments, and we got the receipts because they're in the archives. And we're up here like, hey guys, we don't know about all this or whatever y'all talking about.
Right.
We just up here commentating on the matches. So we had your guys' back.
Mm-hmm. And hey, and AJ, who did you call and ask to get those people down to do that collab show? You called me. You kept texting me. I wanted you to get out and do it yourself, but I got people to come up to your show. And man, like I say, look, I'm not trying to run you down or whatever. I still like you, straight up. I do like you. But when it boils down to it, man, that loyalty thing, hey, if you don't like it or whatever, you know, hey, that's cool. You know, you don't have no loyalty to anybody. I don't like that. So I will say that, man, I'm one of these people. I can't.
It's unspoken code, man.
Hey, no doubt. Yeah, I mean, to do that, to up and do that. And if you think you didn't do it, man, you're delusional. Because look, you said right in the comments one time, Brian Bullock's mom was asking. She was saying, "Why don't I see Brian Bullock there no more? Why don't I see Zach Cutter and name a couple other people?" And you up there said, "We doing okay. We doing better. We got better talent." You was talking all that mess, man. You doggone disrespected her. I do not like that, straight up. And I said, no, I would never come up there after I seen that. And man,
Tell him everything.
Hey,
Tell him everything about Brian,
so
man.
yeah,
Like,
I mean, Brian Bullock. You know, Brian called me, man. Brian
one of the
telling me
guys that helped make that play.
exactly. Brian said, Harry, I don't know what I'm doing, man. About every week, I want to cry over the stuff. And you know, hey, I hate to say that about Brian, man, but hey, Brian is a human. He has a heart, man. He said he don't know what he did.
He didn't
do
nothing.
anything.
He built your stage
Yes.
for you, your runway.
Yeah, and I'm just
For
like,
$100, and then after that, what did you do? You kayfabe the brother.
yeah.
You didn't even take his calls.
I mean, man, unbelievable.
You said to hell with this guy because you used him like you use a.
Yeah, man.
I
Yeah.
almost cussed. See, I caught myself.
And look, I don't care. Like I say, look, I don't care about you, your backers, or whoever. You got the guy who's backing you. I'm not even going to say his name. And like I say, if he see this, and you know, hey, when I talk to him on the phone, I tell him, hey, I love you and everything like that. But that's a bunch of BS. And that's all straight up. I don't care nothing about him. I don't give up a burp for him. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Don't give up a burp for him. And, you know, he always talking about, I got money and I got resources to do this and do that. Man, I don't care nothing about your money, bro. I grew up with money. I care nothing about your money. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, look, man, I'm getting hot. I'm getting heated. I better step away, man. I better step away.
No, brother. That's
Man, I want to step away.
Hey, I told y'all this was gonna get hot, and I told you it was gonna be a shoot, and I told you it was gonna get real. I just didn't know how quick it was gonna get real, but we here now.
But I tell you what, that's the last straw, man. You did that to Brian, you did it to Damian, and then when you did that,
Kilgore,
you did that to Nick.
There's no telling how many.
That was
And
it.
Chief J Eagle
And Squeaks,
for what he might do.
dump
Yeah.
truck, and dump truck is,
Squeaks, yeah.
man, I can still hear them kids screaming right now when his music hits, man. He was so over it didn't make no sense.
And he can sit there and count his money, but he may have bought it, but I made it. Don't ever
Exactly.
forget it, brother. Because without me, you don't exist. Vice versa. I'm not taking anything from you because you were standing right there with me. But the way you are now, man, like, dude, you need to check yourself because using people like
No
that,
doubt about it.
you
That's
pretended.
not good, man. That's
Check
not good.
this out. He pretended to be mine and Eagle's friend for like 25 years. Like, bro, you got to be a psycho to do that kind of stuff, man.
But I know one thing. I'll tell you this: the guy that you hanging out with, the guy that don't live here anymore, he gassed you up, man. He gassed you up, and your head done blown up, and you think you better than everybody. You better than the people that you roll with for all those years, and the people that laughed at you.
We backed you, man.
Yeah,
We
all the
backed
people that
you.
laughed at you.
Eagle back.
Yeah, all the people
When
exactly.
people used to come up to him and say, "Why are you using this kid, AJ Frost?" Because he's like my son. And you know something? I'm glad Danny Paris ain't here to see this because you want to know what he would say. Well, I can't say what he'd say because
Right. Oh, yeah.
Well, he would be disappointed.
He'd
Very
be disappointed.
disappointed.
And
Yeah.
heart
He'd be
hurt.
disappointed.
And heart-
in you,
and hurt.
homie.
Yeah.
Because
I'm gonna be fine. All these other wrestlers are gonna be fine. But bro, you need to check yourself because
No
the
doubt.
way you are right now, eventually somebody's gonna walk into your own establishment, jerk you across that table, and whip your ass.
not saying it's gonna be him.
Right.
I'm
Not
not
saying-
saying it ain't
Look.
gonna be me either, because
Look.
when I get mad, you know what I'm saying.
Ain't
I'm
no
like,
telling what might
Hey,
happen.
the thing is this, man. When
I
it boils
want to.
down to it,
And you know
and
that.
AJ, and I know you listening. I just seen that. I know you listening. And I know Michelle, no disrespect to you, Michelle. No disrespect
yeah,
to
Michelle,
you at all.
I'm just telling the story.
Yeah,
and
no
you know
disrespect
that.
to you at all. But man, like I said, when all these people was talking about you, all these people that talked about you, you start running around with, and then you start bringing them into your establishment. Hey, I have no problem with Brino. I'm glad Brino. I'm
Make
glad
it
Curtis
better,
Coleman.
yeah.
I'm glad that Curtis came in there.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you can make it better, but you do not have to doggone. You do not have to stomp out
You don't have to
the
screw
people
your friends
exactly
over
the people
door
that
with, man.
help build that place, man. You know, and I tell you what, and I heard about your attendance, bro. You know, hey, I got people that go to that show.
Tell the truth,
talk to me.
man.
I know
Come
about your
on,
attendance.
man.
I know about your 50 to 60 last night.
You know how many
So,
times
you
you
know-
told me not to put up the show?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
what?
yeah. So I'm just like, dude,
Bro, everybody ain't gonna have a sellout every
You
time.
don't have to
Exactly.
have a sellout every week.
Hey,
You're
It
not.
ain't gonna
hey,
happen.
you're not gonna have a sellout because you know what? The way you build a wrestling company is you build it with stories with the people that you've had there before that's been working, that people are familiar with.
Trust.
The fans are familiar with.
Yep.
You don't continue to bring in people, more and more people. You
Once
know,
in a while is cool.
yeah, once in a while, but
is
you
cool.
continue to do that and think that you can just
to push the normal guys aside.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
built the
I'm
place.
gonna make great matches or whatever. And I heard all the matches was not, you're not having outstanding matches. And look, I seen some of those shows. I watched Nick's channel, and you know what? I was gonna get on there and rate it, and rate the show. I said, Chris, let's watch this thing and let's go ahead and give it a rate. Man, horrible show. I've seen some horrible shows. Yeah, you don't have some good shows, but I've seen some horrible shows. I'm like, because you have things, these guys are not familiar with each other, and all they're doing is linking up, and you think you having great matches because you got names there now. But hey, man,
names don't make matches, man.
No, it does not. And hey, I love Chase
chemistry.
and all these guys, man. They're good friends of ours.
Yeah.
But hey, you do what you want to do. Continue doing what you want to do. And when these guys are gonna turn their back on you because they see you not nothing no more, when everything shrinks and everything fails on you, hey, you're gonna be looking.
To blame,
exactly. You're gonna be looking for your old friends, bro.
One thing I've noticed about this business, man, and we talked about that earlier in the interview. There's a lot of it's real treacherous. It's a lot of bull.
There's a lot of fake friends.
Yes.
Guys, do me the favor. If it's just an acquaintance thing, just talk to me about wrestling. Don't come up to me and pretend to be my friends, because we ain't got to do that. We're grown men. Don't bull.
Bull jobbing.
Yeah, don't bull jive me. There you go.
Yeah, I'm running out of power.
I ain't got time.
Yeah, you good, man?
Yeah, I got another name.
Yeah, I'm running out of power. But you got what kind of phone you got there?
iPhone.
No,
that's an Android. Okay,
well, here's a power cord.
Hey, that's okay. We're gonna switch it over here to this right here. All right, but Damien, I want you to hold this Legion. I want you to hold this, man. We're gonna switch it over.
But guys, man, but like I said, man, matter of fact, Scott Hall said it best, man. He was like, when I'm in this business, he's like, I can either have friends or I can have the money. He's like, I got enough friends. I want the money.
Right. and there's no expression more true. If you make it out of this business with 5 friends, you're doing good.
Man.
It's true, man.
Yeah.
It is.
It's a lot of backbiting, a lot of gossiping.
You can turn it around.
A lot of just
jealousy.
Yeah, man. Just because another guy might get over, or he's making 20 more bucks than you are, or whatever the case may be.
And let's face it, AJ. Well, let's face it.
Just
you
1 second.
Can't fucking. You can't lace my Nikes, much less my wrestling boots, dog. But you should want people. I want to wrestle people that are better than me. Okay. I want to wrestle people that are 10 times better than me.
And why?
That
because
way I can learn.
Okay, guys. Be quiet. Okay, guys. Be quiet. We don't right now. Can you see us? Turn this one off. Yeah, we got people cracking up. Here, man.
We go. Just rolling.
Yeah.
Don't mind if I smoke a cigarette, dude.
Yeah.
Hell, because y'all getting real uncut me right now. Hell.
Okay, you got us?
Hey, baby, bring
all right.
All right. I'm here.
Okay, let me make sure it's recording.
Hey, I got
it's still be recording.
Right here.
No, everything's good now. Everything's good. All right, Nick, continue, man. Continue.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, man.
Where was I at? Doing, AJ Frost, Asylum Pro. That's right.
Yeah.
The reason we're doing this is to let you fans know, because it ain't been 1 or 2, it's been many. Nick, why are you not here? I'm frankly getting tired of being asked. So there you go. My best friend, AJ Frost, stop booking me. That's it. No secret agenda from me. I don't know what his is, but hey, man, all you had to do is say, hey, I don't want to book you no more. You didn't have to job me out. Yeah, I mean, you could have just been honest and said, hey, I need you, Dustin, and, Eagles Regroup to just go ahead and get on out of here. But you need to do it when I'm not there, because he probably knows that on my way out, I'd punch him in the mouth.
But you respect him a lot more, though.
Yeah.
I'd respect him, but I'd still punch him in the mouth.
Yeah, of course he knew you would.
A little parting gift.
Yeah.
A little parting gift. But, it just... It's a way to conduct business, man. It's always a way to conduct business.
Oh, man, what I'm not telling y'all is when that first week he had left me off the card. And by the way, you owe me $40, man. I mean...
You're not the only one he owed money. I heard, he owe other wrestlers money, too. And, so don't think I didn't hear about that, Nick. Not Nick, but AJ. I don't think I didn't hear about that. Other wrestlers who came to me telling me that you owe them money. Straight up.
And you're shorting the guys. Like, what makes them more valuable? That's what I want to know. What your pay scale is, because dude, for how long you've owed me $40? You owed my daddy before he died, but let me go ahead and tell you, I took care of that bill for you there, homie. But there's a lot, many different ways you could have went about this, and acting like I mean, man, what was the word?
Female.
Yeah. Well, can't even use that. I
Yeah.
mean, PC,
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, give me that cigarette. Dang.
Finally.
But you're already making enemies that you don't even know about, man. A friend would tell you that. See, I'm still telling him. I'm still letting him know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I even messaged him about his dog because I'm a dog person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I am too.
And you know what? To be straight up with you, I think it's the backing forces that's behind him. I don't think it's him. When AJ did not act like that when we first met.
No.
Now me and Chris, we didn't know. Like I say, Nick knows him a lot longer than we have.
Longer.
Damian know him a lot longer than we have. But,
but this is not like, dude. This,
yeah.
Like for instance, Caleb Crocker got up and done this move. Same move. What's his name hit me with? That I said it's just a stiff move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Running, jumping. Caleb was confused. He was like, "Oh shit! What did he punch me in the mouth for?" If that had been any other show, we all know, bro, you wouldn't have done that. You wouldn't have had the balls to do that to anybody, much less Caleb or somebody like me. And you know me, I don't care if it's your show or not. You hit me like that, I'm gonna crucify you in front of everybody.
Receipts are coming. Receipts are
He's
coming.
smarter than that, though, man. Come on, and I don't expect him to. Like,
but man,
and look, all you guys that's out there now. Okay, I'm sorry, Chris, but everybody that's out there now, Chris, let me say this real quick. It's no disrespect to any of you guys that's wrestling out there right now. None of that.
No.
None of this is about that. Okay?
Yeah, all you guys up at APW, Dion Johnson, Caleb Crocker, dang, all
Jet
you
Morris,
guys, Jet
all those
Morris,
guys.
all of you. I love you like brothers. But the way AJ Frost is doing, man, somebody going to end up punching the brother in the mouth.
Yeah.
You know.
Like
be straight up.
That's
all you got to do with you guys, man.
That's
Just
right.
be straight up. Pay me my $40. And send it through Luke. Jesus, man. That's the thing. He said he was going to start paying me more. I got the text. I'll probably read it out loud here in a minute.
Oh, man.
Because I told him, hey, man, just so you know, I'm going to come and knock your damn head off. There's your warning.
There you go.
There you go.
Yep.
He wrote me back this long love letter talking about he loved me, and I don't know how I let our friendship get so diminished or whatnot. And I didn't even write him back. Like, man, are you kidding me? Have you not been, like, why are you trying to damn lie in a text like you think I'm going to send it to somebody?
Wow.
You know what you did. But see, I'm not the only dude he's doing this way. I am one of the closest friends. He done it to Eagle first, and then he done it to Dustin.
That's
Dustin's
sad,
just now getting to where he could. And what'd you do? You jobbed them all out. Like, this was like a 25-year. Like, man, that's some, like damn.
It's like they've been plotting from day one.
And the bottom line is, why in the world would you job your main guys out all the time? I mean, I'm talking about guys that've been main guys there for years. Damn. Not always. I mean, of course.
Every once in a while, your main guys are going to lose.
Yeah, you can bring guys in. Hey, Curtis Coleman, man, this guy could beat anybody as far as in the Eagles.
And you had
no
a
doubt.
wonderful match.
I understand that.
Yeah, we had a good match.
But, man, for you to bring everybody in there and just start jobbing this man out, you jobbing Dusty out. I mean, Dusty's an incredible wrestler, too.
Supposed to be your brother, man.
Yeah, but you to be doing that, man, unbelievable. Wow. I mean, what are you trying to do? Oh, you trying to make a new fan base? You say, hey, I can be friends with these guys. I can just pretty much push the rest of these guys off. And, man, I got new friends. But when it boils down to it, the loyal friends that you had for years, those are the ones that's going to have your back when it boils down to it, brother. Because these other guys, man, they just doggone journey, man. They out here doing their thing. And, hey, and like I said, no disrespect to any of them because I'm with Nick. I love every one of them that I have met and talked to them over the years, man. Love all those guys. All of them. Have no problem with them. But AJ, this is about you, man. It is. And like I say, when Brian Bullock called me, man, and started telling me that, it broke my heart. It really did. And
you use the man.
yeah.
Like,
and I heard from other people. And I'm not even going to mention their names of things that you was doing. And you know, and I doggone texted you about it. Me and you talked over text and messages about certain things that you was doing up there. Harry, that's a lie. Harry, that's a lie. Every time I turn around, Harry, that's a lie. Don't believe that, Harry. Don't believe that. How long we been friends, Harry? Get real, man. Get real. That's one thing about me. I read people. I've always been one of these guys that read people, and I look at them. And you know, hey, like I said, I'm not gonna name your man, but he knows who I'm talking about. And
man, it's just basically boils down to loyalty.
And like, dang, I don't know if he was trying to put me and Rob Killjoy against each other, but this fool comes up to me one night and says, "Hey, man,"
and shout out to the ugly duckling, Rob Killjoy. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, he got a receipt coming. All right. He comes up to me and says, "Man, I don't like the way Rob just talked to Nick. He was just cussing at him and everything, trying to embarrass him in front of everybody in the locker room. I mean, just damn talking shit about the man." Okay.
Wow.
Let me call him up. Now Rob, you know why I called you, okay? Because my friend AJ Frost came up to me and told me you were abusing my son, basically, in the locker room. So of course I'm gonna call you and say, "What the hell?" But he was kind of confused when I called him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, I was talking passionately, and I don't think I cussed at him at all. And maybe you didn't. Maybe you didn't, bro. And if you didn't, my bad.
But see,
I
can
think
own up to that though.
But yeah, I mean, I can own up to that, no problem. And if it was anybody else, I'd say, hey, my bad. Yeah. But it's kind of like he was putting us on that course to hate each other. Which I don't really like.
Let's see. Here we go. Sorry about that, guys. That we went off.
We're back on.
We're back.
Yeah, but hey, let me switch this around. Well,
guys,
I need to know.
But man, we're running low on battery and everything. But
that's right. But we're gonna do a part 2.
There's more.
There's way more. There's way more we got to say. So fans, stay tuned.
Yes,
because the next time we're gonna be dropping some more bombs and telling it like it is.
Yes.
Straight shooting with my man Harry and my man Chris.
Hey, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Here, Damien, hold that for a second.
Yeah, there's
Let me get in so
we
we sign this thing off.
Went over yet.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yes,
and listen, guys, what I said was straight up. And one thing that I have noticed in this business since we got into this business, very toxic, man. Very toxic.
Yeah.
And I've even had guys challenge me, and that took me to another level. It really did. And I told Chris, I said, man, I need to get out of this business. I want to beat the hell out of everybody.
And it was funny,
too.
And I was laughing when you told me that because I know how he is.
Yeah.
And I know what he can do. And I knew what the guy was challenging. I knew what was going on. but he was already in another headspace. So to me, the whole situation was just funny. But I had to talk him off the ledge because it was gonna get ugly.
And look, I'm gonna say one thing here. It's a podcaster who used to be friends with Chris and I. One time he said something about Octavius, and like say the people that we're working for now. Funny thing about it is, this guy worked for Octavius for a while. AJ has worked with Octavius, and a lot of these other guys have worked for Octavius. All these ones who talk about him have worked for Octavius in the past, and then you want to call him trash show and all that stuff.
Work for them, you can't work for them.
Exactly. But this podcaster, I was in the car with my wife, and man, he got me steaming. He called you. Are you and Chris the one talking to him and everything? Y'all supposed to be doing a podcast with him? I'm talking like, what are you talking about? I didn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
And then basically he started talking about those are my friends and everything. Nobody don't mess with my friends. I started steaming, man. I started boiling. Man. My wife was like, what is wrong? And I was like, I'm going to go and grab this because I knew what the next show he was going to. I'm going to go and grab him. I'm going to tell everybody it's all part of the show. and I'm going to punch him in the face more times. Before he can even say his name, I'm going to hit him 12, 15 times in the face. Man, I was pissed off, man. Some
people need it.
But yeah, exactly. But yeah, it was a podcaster. And hey, if you hear it, you know who I'm talking about. But I mean, I think, hey, I felt bad for the kid. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. He's no kid. He's a grown man. I said, but I'm not gonna do that because I know the limitations for him, and I'm not gonna go out here and try to hurt somebody. But I know a lot of people used to be out here and wanted to mess with Danny Paris. But I tell you what, if you ever would have came up there and did anything to Danny, I was gonna knock you out before you even had a chance. And every wrestler out here, and a lot of you wrestlers, the ones who basically said bad things about Danny and said certain things about Danny, guys, you didn't show up for his funeral. You never said anything. You never gave no condolences or anything like that.
Probably didn't even know him.
Yeah, exactly. Really didn't even know him. You just went out there talking about him. Exactly.
He was a well-known.
He's like an encyclopedia.
He was great. He was a great guy. He was a great guy. But I tell you what, he definitely, if you would have came, just like Chris would tell you, anybody that hangs out with me, you gotta get through me to get to my friends. And Danny was a dear friend, man, straight up.
Yeah. That must have stopped during your era.
Huh?
That must have stopped during your era.
Yeah.
Through mine.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
But guys, like I said, man, Nick, we're gonna have a part 2 to this thing.
Yeah.
Because there's more to come, and
like I said, think about the stuff I forgot to say.
Yeah, and plus, like I said, we're gonna stay on the same track when we come back in part 2. Yeah. So you think it's real now? It's gonna get a lot realer.
Yeah, and there's a lot more to come, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know, man. It just might be us three talking on the phone because we talked on the phone and we had a serious
that would have been a good podcast.
Man, and I wish I had it all recorded.
Man, that would have been amazing.
Yeah, that would have been
amazing.
No ifs, ands, buts about it. But guys, we are out of here. Stay straight up. I'm HBT along with my man Christopher Bird,
People's Podcast,
and Nick Fury. Man, hey, our new signee gonna be working with us at CMW.
Yes.
We will be having a show June the 22nd down in Lawrence, South Carolina at the park. What, the City Park, Chris?
Yeah,
whatever that park is.
Yeah, City Park down there.
But yeah, we'll be having a show, and man, hey, definitely look out for that show. And hey, we pay straight up.
You ain't delinquent on your pay.
No, heck no.
Yeah.
And I mean, you remember when we had Jeanette show, man? I paid
everybody.
everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
Hey, that right there was and AJ Frost. I paid you good, bro. Paid you good.
Paid you too. Paid no attention.
Damien, you got to pay that day too.
Damien got paid. Damien didn't even ask for anything. Damien was just like, hey, I appreciate it, brother. I took him over and gave him some money. Hey, he worked, man, and I appreciate his work. Yeah. And that was a great show. That was a great show that we put on over there. I mean, nobody left that place. That building, everybody stayed in there.
Kept the crowd, man.
Worked it, man. And Bill Hazelwood and who was it? Wheeler. Joe Wheeler.
Yeah, Joe Wheeler. Joe Wheeler. Shout out to Joe Wheeler.
And that was my first show. That was our first show that we basically promoted. And some of these guys act like it's rocket science. It's not rocket science. It blows my mind that some of these promoters out here, they can't do nothing, but they just podcasters. It's rocket science. It's not rocket science. And hey, I promoted music. Hey, I used to run a record company. I promoted music shows way bigger. So it's not rocket science. So stop acting like it is. Straight up. Yeah. And if you creative, you can doggone put on a good show. You creative and you bring and you know how to match up people the right way. You can put on a good show. Yeah. And I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm a genius or I'm the best. Exactly.
That part.
Exactly.
But with that being said, guys,
we out of here.
Get ready for part 2 because when we line it up and schedule it, Dustin, will let you know exact details where you can find it at.
Stay straight up, guys.
We out here.
Peace.
Peace.